Oh, that's fine. Is it still just hanging on that now loading screen? That's weird. That's weird. It shouldn't do that.
Is it not happening? Is that not happening on your screen?
Well, it's just hanging on the now loading thing, but normally it's done loading by now. Is more what I'm concerned about. That's is something I am worried about. Fuck. How do I just see?
What if it never worked and you've been playing through this whole time?
That's not true. That can't possibly be true. Okay. Restart.
Did it just like work the last time you tried it?
It did. I also I'm really worried because the emulator literally like updated like right before I started this. So a part of me is like, did the update just break Drakengard 3? Oh, no, there we go. It looks like it's working now. I don't think it got this far before. Can you still see it, Square Enix? There you go. You got the Unreal Engine. Well, to be fair, it is a black screen on the game. Do you see Square Enix?
Zero.
What now?
Can I go find a bush? I need to pee.
And you can hear the audio too. Hold on one second. Okay, say something. Hello? Perfect. Okay. Three. Perfect. Okay. I also was having to do audio mixing on my end so that I could hear you. Okay. Yeah. And now I selected new game. Yeah, but I went down to new game, right? Okay, perfect. Time to retweet. Yeah, I think so. Nice. Is anyone in the chat? Oh, there's 2 people in the chat. Hey, chat. I mean, I'm looking at Streamlabs on my thing. Don't call me a slob. Oh, you meant the program. I'm just gonna be. Oh hell yeah, we got people in the chat. Hey everyone. Going proper live in. Okay. I'm opening my volume mixer right now. Actually, wait. I'm gonna boost you. How do I boost you on my on Discord? Yeah. Robbie, start saying more shit. Start talking more shit. Pee, pee, poo, 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 pee. God, this game's fun. They're just fucking yelling. No, you're fine to be here for the setup portion. This is actually useful because I need people who are actually looking at the screen to tell me what's coming out of the other end of my computer. Any feedback yet on how loud the Robert dude is? Chat, can you... Only Robbie? Or, only me. Okay. Robbie, try saying some more things. Okay, I see what's going on here. It stopped counting you as part of my desktop audio for some reason. Audio output capture. Source. Boom. All right, say some more things.
33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Any of those? Is that something?
No, I don't know why, because like it had you on there earlier, and then the second I went and fucked with the audio settings to try to make you better.
I have never heard a situation where. Oh wait, I'm coming through. I'm just extremely quiet.
Oh, okay. J audio. Okay, so I literally have you up to 100.
am I quiet? Do I sound quiet through your headphones?
No, you sound perfect. You sound at the exact same level as the game, which is ideally where you should be.
In Streamlabs OBS, for whatever reason, I don't know how you did this. In Streamlabs OBS, do you have Discord set lower?
So here's the thing. It doesn't have Discord as a separate thing. It just has desktop audio.
Okay. I have no
Oh,
idea.
but I did have to turn desktop audio lower. Is there a way to like mix in audio from like a specific program? Yeah, because the game's audio is also low. That makes sense.
You open up your sound mixer on your computer and turn the emulator lower. Truly is the future. Because it's desktop audio, so whatever you're hearing is what they're hearing.
Yeah. Okay, let me try this. How is that for the audio for everything?
Chat, does this sound good? I'm still very quiet.
The LaCroix of voices. I like that. So I just turned the desktop audio back up because when we were testing yesterday, the video game was way too loud. Oh, I'm too loud now. How did I get louder?
Alright, Jay, I have a really good idea.
Yeah, what?
I'm just gonna come downstairs.
Okay, wait, I'm trying one more thing. I'm turning myself down.
And that won't fix the problem. That'll just make you
Quieter? Well, my idea is that we want to be all at the same level.
Yeah, no, I'm listening and you can barely hear me.
This is wild.
All right, Jay, you broke something. I'll come downstairs.
Okay.
And then it'll work.
Okay, so now if you turn... That's so weird. Yeah, I know, James, I know that's you. I know who James Virtual is.
Turn all this shit off. I didn't bring a chair.
There's a chair behind my... Here, I'll grab that.
I'll just start rooting around in your closet, actually.
Yeah, no, I was gonna send you back to my closet, and I was like, that's, like, probably not the best idea. Spiders sometimes are in there, so you probably don't want that.
The last thing I'm worried about in your closet are spiders.
What are you worried about in my closet?
I don't know.
Skeletons?
You're a weirdo.
That's true. I mean, yeah, no, that's true. You might knock over my display of poppers that are on my desk in the closet.
Bugs or something in there.
That's fair. That is fair. I do have bugs in there.
But not like spider bugs, like weirdo bugs.
Jay and Robbie stream.
Jay and Robbie stream.
Jay and Robbie stream. Don't forget to retweet
Jay
this
and
on
Robbie
your
stream.
Twitter as well, so I can get more follows.
Okay.
Here.
Which way do you have this? Okay. I was like, do you have this microphone backwards? I don't want to hear the audio.
Do you really not want to hear the audio?
I'm good.
Are you sure? It's really good audio.
No, it's not.
Okay, fair enough.
You should get a splitter.
We should get a splitter. Why don't we have one already?
I don't know.
Let's just buy one after we get off Nethig. After this, though, I probably will want you to try to help me set up streaming Discord.
I know exactly what's wrong.
What's wrong?
It's this. You should plug it directly in your computer.
Okay, then I need headphones with a longer cord because
Jay has fucking like 7-Eleven. Let me just the setup right now. Jay's headphones are like fucking 7-Eleven, like third party. Like, oh, I need
all
to
of my.
spend,
I use Bluetooth headphones. I use Bluetooth headphones. I don't know what to tell you. I use Bluetooth
right now,
headphones.
and that's what Jay's got going on. I just want to let everybody know.
Do you know a way to hook up Bluetooth to my computer?
No, I bought headphones on fucking mono price.
Do you have headphones with a cord that I could use?
No, buy your own. Bitch.
We're live streaming me buying headphones. Headphones with a cord.
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream.
Chat, do you hear me now? I mean, I assume everything's audible.
Buy some headphones from You know what? I will. I'll just do that. That'll be great because I do want to have people from Discord on. Okay, so for the future, if I just plug it into my actual computer,
that'll most likely fix it.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
What if for some reason you have like the weirdest audio drivers possible, which I highly doubt.
Alternatively, do you think there would be bad echo if we just had the game coming out of the speakers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, then I won't. You know, I was gonna eat chili before we started streaming, but that's just out the fucking window. Yeah. Are you still on the Discord? Oh, you are still on. No, but I am.
You're in the Discord alone.
Yeah. Let me stop streaming that to you. Hi, chat.
Hi, chat.
James. I wanted to eat chili while streaming. Can't do that now.
Yeah, chat. How do we sound? Someone says we sound really quiet. You're both loud. Okay.
Everything is really quiet if I don't have my laptop headphones all the way up. Let me try turning the mic up.
Turn up.
And let me try turning the audio of the game up again. The problem we had was like the game is like really fucking loud in the opening when I was testing shit yesterday.
All right.
Looking at my thing now, we should be about the same level.
Things look good.
Turn up mics. Turning up the mic.
They already said that. I think we're good. We're good to go.
Turning it all the way up.
Why are you turning all the way up? Now we're too loud.
Game slightly lower. Let's do about 6. Perfect. Okay. Robbie, keep an eye on the chat and tell me if I need to talk shit on anyone.
Okay. Do you have me mod me in your chat?
Okay. Can I do that?
Yeah, hold on.
How do I...
I said hold on. You're being ridiculous.
You're right
now.
there.
You have no moderators in your chat. Mod Skylar. Skylar will keep things safe.
Who's Skylar?
Where's Skylar? Yeah, mod Skylar.
Okay. Skylar, you're a mod now.
Hello, Jams.
Anyone else want to be... You know what? Farmer, you're also a mod.
You know what? We're giving them out.
We're just handing mods out now.
Look at that. EA Games in the chat with the Robbie D cheat. Post them. If anybody has my emoticons, post them. Show Jay my cool emotes. Jay doesn't watch any of my streams. Jay says I'm
That's not true. I watched the stream when I was with my boyfriend because we were cheating and screen watching your poker game.
Jay said all of my streams are stupid and that video games are stupid, which is why they're playing Drakengard 3.
I did say that. Speaking of, so we do have all the DLC on this game.
Okay.
So for example, that includes the Mikhail costumes. There are no Mikhail costumes.
Oh, got it. Okay, cool.
They never added DLC for that. But there are 0 costumes. So we were just talking about how the remaster for Nier isn't gonna have Dad Nier.
Yeah.
But we can dress as Son Nier for this one.
That's stupid.
Or we can dress as this bitch.
That's equally as stupid.
There's also characters from the first Drakengard, which I remember you hate. So we can play either the guy who needs to fuck his sister, or as the woman who eats babies.
Let's do your first playthrough. You'll be
normal.
Fine. You'll
be
normal.
Be normal. Okay.
Chat, we're gonna go through multiple playthroughs.
Yeah,
if you have no idea how Drakengard or Nier works.
Yeah, if you don't know how a Yoko Taro game works, what it is you beat the game once and you go, that game was really short, and then it turns out that the game was not really short.
Yeah.
There's just 7 different endings, and most of them involve playing an entirely different game.
So Kelly says that's the sister and not the baby eater.
Oh, you're right. Fury is the sister.
I'm not right. Callie's right.
All right.
La Callie.
Play guy who needs to fuck his sister. I think we're going to do that on the next run because his sword that you get for doing that is very good. Oh, yeah. In fact, actually, I might have the sword anyway. We'll find out.
Long ago, in an age tarnished by endless conflict,
And not Russian subtitles, despite my dump that I did for my legal copy being from Russia.
Yeah.
The goddesses sang mystical songs
Is it hard to dump PS3
that restored
games?
peace and harmony to our
It looks like it's
broken
actually
world.
not that hard. There's a homebrew you can get for the PlayStation
people
3.
Yeah.
Began to
But it
worship
sounds like
these
if you
holy
have, there's like a huge list of
songstresses
like Blu-ray
and
disc
came to
readers.
refer
There's
to
just like a
them as
program you can get to dump them.
Megan's in the chat.
Hi, Megan.
Thanks to the
I am
efforts
talking
of
about your
these
legal copy,
intoners,
Megan, because I
the
ripped
chaos
it
of
to
war
play this.
became a distant
And also I ripped your
memory.
DLC to play this.
And
like
as a
ripped
result, mankind enjoyed an age of
If you
revelry,
you like Sims, there's a lot of Sims in this game.
basking
This game
in
is
a
nothing but
newfound
Sims.
light.
This game is the Sim Simulator.
This is made for Sims.
Sim City, if
Yeah,
you will.
Sim City. Sim City, bitch. Sim City, bitch.
I will say, by the way, the bit of killing the narrator of your game
Yeah.
in the opening
Savage.
cutscene,
I think
very
you mean
funny.
in toner.
You have to play Hero.
No. So, Drakengard and Drakengard 3 both take place before Nier. Drakengard 3 is technically, chronologically, the first game. There's stuff that, like, all of these game series are connected to, but, like, you know, you can play Nier. I played Nier Automata and then Nier, and then I played Drakengard, and I got it all. We are going to play Nier, though, after this as well.
On stream. We're gonna do 2 full playthroughs and probably 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like an hour each game, right?
Yeah, not tonight, but we were gonna do it at some point. I already got my legally dumped copy of Nier set and ready to go. I pulled my headphones out because the music got really fucking loud for just this part of the game. Probably for the same reason this game used to run at 3 frames per second before the patch.
This patch was like, I think I want to make the music really. Is this a reference?
Michael,
It might be actually. Oh, yeah, in the middle of the thing. There he
The
is.
dragon.
The dragon, Michael. I hope you guys really like Michael.
Megan, you still in the chat? Do you have a 3.5mm splitter?
it's time to put an end to intoners.
Is this game
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Hi, Witty. Witty's in the chat. Oh my god.
Just
What an
immediately,
improvement.
right? No, this is when I was testing this game. I literally went and fought a dude, and the game continued running at 30 frames per second, and I was like, "Oh, the patch works."
This game is playable. Well,
We should at some point, maybe in the future, next time we stream a version where I turn the patch off,
yeah.
so people can get the full Drakengard 3 experience. But the game is now playable, which is why I can stream it.
Michael, take him out.
Oh, I love Michael.
Toner killing her own.
He's great.
Shall we tell them?
Yeah, alright. It's fair enough.
Give a shit about Michael.
Why bother? They're about to die anyway.
Well, he's basically Mikhail's father. Oh, hold on. I gotta learn how to lock on,
Oh my god.
which will make doing that easier. So if people haven't picked up yet, Drakengard 3 is like a hack and slash game with you can kind of see the seeds of the Nier Automata gameplay style.
You call it an action adventure.
No.
Dynasty Warriors.
Yes. Mostly because the first Drakengard was a Dynasty Warriors ripoff with an Ace Combat 3 ripoff bolted onto it. So this one is just, they got rid of that part mostly. If I remember correctly, like most of Yoko Taro games though, there are going to be sections where the gameplay style just changes.
Right.
just, oh, for this level you have to play it like this now.
I know famously there's an entire rhythm game section.
Yeah, well that's to get the true ending, and we will not be doing it because for part of that section, you literally cannot see the the game,
Right.
or like you cannot see the rhythms. I'm gonna turn the audio down real quick so I can fucking hear.
Is that an emulator thing, or is that just like the game being funny?
What the? Oh no, the actual game for the rhythm game part, you cannot see part of it.
Oh.
So because I have the DLC installed, instead of my just one sword, well, if the game will let me do this first, I also have Oh no, it won't let me do it yet because I haven't learned how to change my swords yet. So, but I do already have other swords.
JJ Signal in the chat says this blood splatter sure is something. Do you remember the Oni Chanbara, the King Zombie Slayer games?
No. Is that where that was invented?
It was like a genre of games. It just reminded me of this because there's bosoms and bikinis and blades and blood. There was an option in that game to change the color of the blood, which I think that they did for like localization reasons. They're like, I'll just put it in everything.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But specifically, you can change the blood to be white.
Oh.
And you know your character gets bloody, so just take that as you will. Do you think they did that in this game for that same reason?
No, I think it's because there's like that quote from Yoko Taro about like why are all his why does he have all these characters that have that are like skimpily dressed women who are extremely mean and violent, and he's just like, that's just what all the girls I know are like.
No, you don't have the strength for this.
Is that a call for? That was one of our loyal fans calling in. Thank you.
That was our lawyer calling.
Yeah.
Just don't die on me.
Telling us to not bring up Oni Chanbara Bikini Zombie Slayer.
To please stop bringing it up,
because
actually.
we are in a legal lawsuit with them that we can't talk about.
Yeah, they've actually filed a restraining order against us.
Because they keep talking about their games.
Yeah, on stream, outside their house at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
In front of Congress.
I just want them to make an HD re-release for the Nintendo Switch, but they keep.
It doesn't matter.
They keep saying no, and they keep threatening legal action.
You're
It's like I'm just a fan.
I'm a big fan of just her being like, I will kill everybody. I don't care.
It is so jarring to see that not at 2 frames per second.
Yeah, it's so jarring to see in toner mode and it actually happen.
Yeah.
If people haven't played or seen Drakengard 3 in the past, with regards to the frame issues, do you remember if you've ever played Breath of the Wild, specifically on the Switch, and if you fought too many characters that were really tall, the game would lag? So that would happen if you hit someone with your sword in this game.
You know how in Shadow of the Colossus the game would run really slow when there's a Colossus? The game would run really slow in this one if there's just a basic enemy.
Yeah, if there's more than 2 enemies on screen.
If there's a blade of grass, then it just can't handle it.
Shut up with the bullshit already, would you?
Brew in chat.
Hi, Brew!
James, can you ban Brew in the chat, please?
I can't, unfortunately. As you can see, this gameplay is very hard. I'm having a lot of trouble. Let me chat can't see. We'll have to add a hand cam at some point. I was just pressing one button while scratching my nose. Oh yeah, this is the shield move. Don't get used to it. I'll never use it.
Can you parry in this game?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. I believe there's a point where parrying comes into play. Probably another thing I won't do. But admittedly, that was because it used to be impossible because of the frame rate.
Right, yeah. Maybe you're going to get super good at this game and you'll never be able to go back to the original PS3 version.
Yeah, I mean, playing it with keyboard as I'm doing, right now.
Yeah. Imagine playing this game with a fucking keyboard.
I tried before I plugged in any of my game pads.
Poor thing.
What was not possible. Was not doable.
Can't imagine.
Did Megan answer if she has a
It's been a
headphone
long
splitter?
time.
Megan said still looking for the splitter. Might be lost to time at this point.
Has it? I
Yeah,
didn't
go crazy.
notice.
Megan, check the closet directly outside my
You
room.
haven't changed a bit. You're still insane.
In the membrane.
Stop it. You're embarrassing me.
That wasn't a compliment.
Hey, it's Zero! Hey, Zero!
This bitch is laughing.
This writing is pointless!
That's the
You
one I
have
can't
to
talk,
stop.
right?
We're sisters!
It's a bit of a spoiler, but
Don't
you'll
be
see.
such a prude,
But yes.
Floor. A good
That's
cat
spoiler.
fight really gets my
She was the only one that
juices
didn't talk.
flowing. Wow. I sure am.
Chat, were you
popular
spoiled by
around
that? I'm
here.
sorry. Chat,
Enough
do you feel
talk,
spoiled?
Zero. This is the end.
Lavos, yes, the more unplayable a Drakengard game is, the better it gets.
Hi, Erica.
Hi, Erica. Alright, So here we go, guys. This is a game about killing your sisters, and as it turns out, real easy. We're almost done, actually.
Yeah. Alright, that's what
This
sisters are.
month, I'm going on a trip. So actually, I really don't have time for this right now.
I love two. Two's my favorite bimbo of this group.
Huh? Why not? Are you gonna pack for me?
Chat, post your favorite sisters.
Yeah, post it. I mean, that's basically what you're supposed to be doing with this game because the intoners are essentially Magic Dragon versions of like Japanese pop idols. So they're all. So 3 here is the goth bitch. 4 is the bimbo, or no, 2's the bimbo. 4 is the sort of like naive protagonist girl, and 5 is the slut.
Right. So chat, just pick a number between 2 and 5, and you've got your favorite.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Please, sister, reconsider your actions. The real Zero would never do anything like this. My family, whatever's troubling you,
My goal for this stream is probably going to be see if we can get all the way to and kill 5. So we can meet one of my favorite characters in this game, which is her boyfriend.
It says don't kill 4.
Don't kill 4? Okay. I'll mostly work on target over here. Oh, sorry, 3.
Is it cheating to say 0 is my favorite? Like, am I allowed? Well, she's technically a sister, right?
Yeah, she's technically an intoner as well. So she is part of them. She's just the original intoner. She's the big sister.
Right.
Big sister Oni-chan or whatever the fuck they.
Is that what they say? I don't watch anime.
I don't know. You're the anime fan here.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
Does anybody in the chat speak Japanese to translate whatever Jake just said?
He runs away. Well, I've killed off most of the sisters. That wasn't too hard.
Now he's gotta kill 5.
The horniest of the sisters. She unfortunately has that as a buff. See, right there.
She gets more horny.
Yeah, she gets more. Looks sick when they bring the sword down. Hi, Jevian!
Man.
Don't worry, Jevian. I'll soon get other swords that I can bring down on other anime girls.
Uh-oh.
So here's the bad dragon. That's it.
Yeah, it's just Gabriel.
Yeah, because he's like an angel dragon.
Oh.
He's an OC. This is Yoko Taro's OC.
Yokotaro's OC
Is Emil, yeah.
that little fucking thing from here.
Yeah. Who we will meet when we play near.
your judgment, sister.
We won't meet in this.
Intoners swore to keep the world in balance. And now we see all
I'm
of
trying to
them.
remember. I was gonna say it's like Emil. It's very funny that Emil is like Yoko Taro's like persona character. Ow. Because there's like a running theme in a lot of Yoko Taro's games of these like naive, almost like childlike, infinitely immortal like god weapon characters.
Yeah.
What? Where am I? Oh, there I am.
Stuff on the ground.
And then I was gonna say, and it's weird because I don't think there's actually one in Drakengard 3. And then I remembered the character we're gonna meet in the next cutscene, and I was like, no wait, never mind. There's a Yoko Taro self-insert here.
Right.
So there's obviously Emil in Nier, and then in Drakengard 1, there's a child who is literally immortal and has a golem who protects him, and that child is basically sacrificed to prevent the end of the world by being thrown at an enemy that causes time to freeze forever.
Let's give Zero a hand, everyone.
Finish her.
Stop.
Chat,
Oh yeah,
that's-
and Emil is canonically gay. That is correct. I would argue, playing the English version, that it's pretty heavily implied still he has a crush. Yeah, that's why they're singing, by the way, is because they're Japanese pop idols.
How can he still have so much strength?
Ow.
I thought your dragon was dead.
No, he was fighting off the other things.
She
Now
fled.
he's
Now
dead.
he's dead.
Now he's dead.
You truly thought to kill the intoners?
bitch.
Silly girl.
People who've played Drakengard 1, by the way, might be able to be like, this bitch looks familiar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now,
Is that a
let us
spoiler?
sing of the world.
Not really to this game. It's relevant to one of the endings of this game.
I was talking with a friend.
Like, just, you converted it into other enemies. Emil's just gay.
I was talking with a friend and I referenced the opening to Nier. Having never personally played Nier.
This is a story of six sisters.
Because that truly is the most memorable thing from that game.
In a world protected by
and
the
the thing.
power
Because
of
you
sound,
heard it so many
I heard
times
it
every time
so
I
many
started.
times.
the land of seas, the land of mountains,
Drakengard is a game I also considered
The land
streaming,
of
but it is
forests.
such a miserable game to play that it's also a
The
game I
land of
can't imagine
sands.
being particularly fun to watch.
I think you should only
and
stream that
the
game if you
cathedral
stream it
city.
until you beat it. Like you just do a 24-hour
But
stream.
one
Oh,
of
that'd be
these
fun, like a
sisters
fundraising
seeks to
stream,
bring
Well,
or
it
the
wouldn't be
world's
fun, but it
ruin.
would. That's the only way you should stream that game.
I mean, that would be fun for
And
other
she
people
won't
to watch.
rest until
I
all
mean,
the others
probably.
are dead. The
That game
traitorous
rules
encounter
because
is
if I'm
called
like in
Zero.
some of the later levels, if I like get 45 minutes into the thing and
And
then
she
die,
has
I have
fled
to
the
start
land of
that level
seas,
over from the
where she
beginning.
heals
And it will still
and
take
waits.
45 minutes to an hour to beat.
Doing a 24-hour stream of Drakengard 1 would be like streaming yourself mixing concrete and making a brick wall, and then streaming it drying. And then you trying to break down this brick wall.
I just remembered
Yeah.
I left an energy drink in the freezer. I'm gonna be right back.
Cool. All right. Well then,
just watch this cutscene.
I'll watch this cutscene.
Yeah.
Chat, don't worry, you're safe with me. All right. Well, the cutscene's over. All right, check it out. I've played this game before. I know what I'm doing. All right, my character sat down. Chat, welcome to Robbie's stream.
It's been an entire year, and I'm still dreaming of him. Michael.
Michael. Is this now Robbie's stream? Always has been. You best start believing in Robbie's streams, chat. You're in one. Can I look at this? I want to look at like this kombucha. I'm scared. Don't be scared, chat.
My new arm seems good to go. Not the most elegant of solutions, but hey, I've never been picky.
Chat, what do you think the new arm is? Chat, what do you think?
I can't believe how long it took my wounds to heal, but now it's finally time.
Extra long? Like it's like yeah. It's twice as long. It's like a giant noodle. And it's also like articulated, like so like it's like they took off the wrist, but they put another full arm on there. So it's got like 2 elbows.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about how Zero's new arm is just going to be like her other arm, but way longer.
I did bring my chili, by the way.
Oh my god, you brought your chili? You didn't even fucking microwave the cheese?
No, it was microwaved earlier. I just put cheese on top of it.
Oh my god, did you leave it in the microwave?
That was partially why when I went upstairs to go take it out, I was like, oh, that's still in the microwave, isn't it?
Oh.
Hi.
You didn't even bring me anything.
Do you want some chips?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you then.
My eye hurts like a bitch.
Been there. Hangover, right?
Right. 1 year hangover.
Huh? What's that racket?
Robbie, so you can't hear it, but right now there is the sound of just...
Uh-huh. Is that her arm?
That's her... Well, no, she has a new arm on. I'm assuming you went and grabbed it.
Well, I looked at it. I didn't grab
You
it.
didn't pick it up yet?
Well, she just said, my new arm, it's almost time.
Oh, hold on. I have something else I can examine. Oh, it's... Hold on, Robbie. I have something else I can examine.
Okay.
It's the door that is 5 feet in front of me.
Cool. Just leave.
So now we're going to meet the Yoko Taro self-insert character. Remember what I said about
Chat,
his
how
thing
does this
being...
sound, by the way, this bag opening?
About his thing being eternally young children who are basically super weapons.
Yeah.
Meet Mikkel. an eternally young dragon who we first meet rolling around in mud and laughing.
I guess Mikhail is kind of the Yoko Taro self-insert. The big playful dragon.
Who also spends basically the entire game being bullied by his mom.
You think Yoko Taro's like got anything?
Yeah, fucking money.
I'm no therapist. I'm no psychoanalyzer. I don't ride a bike.
Knock it off!
How many times have I told you?
Don't roll around in the fucking mud!
Chat, so the first time I played this game, it was right here that I knew that I was gonna love it. Because Yoko Taro just decided the first thing he would show you within like 10 minutes of playing the game is a dragon pissing himself. And much like, and as we've learned from Kojima, the more piss you have in your game.
Don't even try. I won't allow it. Time to take a piss.
There he goes. There goes my dumb son.
Games are only as good as how much quarts of piss are in it. And that's the truth.
Well, it took a year, but yeah, I'm good.
So Zero took about a year to completely reheal.
Wanna watch you roll around in shit all day? No thanks.
So was it shit or mud?
I'm assuming she's using shit in like just like a
It was a
junk.
brown viscous stuff.
Yeah, you're rolling around in basically shit all day and then pissing.
I mean, I guess it could. I mean, they just peed all over the mud that they were. You think they pee in the mud often? I'm asking for a friend.
Probably. Yeah.
Pretty hard, huh?
Wait, who's they? Like the dragons, or both of them?
Say he was
Both of them.
scared or anything?
Are you kidding? I guess you didn't retain any of his memories, huh?
Your silence speaks volumes on this question.
So I wanted people to hear that line because I want to point out one of my favorite weird dynamics of this game is that Mikhail is specifically I got a new sword by the way is specifically the reincarnation of Michael, which means that you're basically playing this game with the dragon's son, who is the reincarnation of your dragon boyfriend, whom you basically hate and spend the whole game just insulting.
So, Zero, what did you call Michael?
Michael?
So why don't you call me Mikhail, huh? You know, instead of Dummy or you or whatever.
You need to be a full-fledged dragon before I use your name.
Aww.
Was
Such a
Michael
good
a
line.
full-fledged dragon?
Yeah, no, that's why his head was big. As over the course of the game, we will see Mikhail level up and become more of a real dragon.
See that battle?
But he's a baby dragon basically.
Torch it.
Huh? Why? Can't we just talk to him instead?
Are you kidding? That'd be way too much effort.
So now we're gonna watch.
It's vowel.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with this poem. I've literally never read it. I just kind of treat it like it's movie credits,
Oh, okay.
and that they don't matter.
I'll deal with the trash on the ground.
So Mikhail is this game's Prince Tricky. Great thing
Oh,
to say. Yeah.
what a pull.
Yeah, great pull there.
I would say no because Mikhail is endearing.
I like Prince Tricky.
That's the Star Fox Dragons dinosaur.
Triceratops.
Right? Yeah. I don't remember not liking him, but I was also like a teenager last time I played that game.
Probably also didn't like Navi.
Oddly enough, never had much of a problem with Navi.
Pissing yourself and let me kill you.
I feel like the Navi hate literally just came from VG Cats.
I sincerely think that's like a false consciousness thing.
Yeah.
Like
we all
people
just assumed that we always hated Navi.
yeah, like Navi was so annoying. She was always saying like, "Hey, listen," and I was like, "No, she wasn't." Or like if she was, it was to let you know about something that's like important.
I guess coming from like to the past, I guess your assumption that you're always getting like berated by a text box would kind of be annoying. Navi's annoying as a CIA psyop. Yeah, I've
They're all sisters, right?
More or less.
I'm jealous.
We're gonna add that to the they're gonna add that to the like the YPG thing of like you cannot join our organization if you think Navi is annoying because we know you're a Fed.
yeah.
You know, I don't think you should kill your sisters.
In jury duty.
Oh,
they
yeah?
have to ask you if you think you're actually to see if you're biased to the government.
Talk it out.
You don't say.
I mean, that's the whole
That's actually most people don't know this. That's actually the reason why Ruby Ridge happened was
Yeah.
because they were Navi separatists.
Bohemian Grove, law of Navi.
say they're sorry. Or green.
But
They
put out
all
there that
they
you-
they all gather around the Moloch statue and they say, "Hey, listen!
Yeah,
hey,
hey,
listen!
listen,
Hey, listen!" Great that we're just already going into like brainworms conspiracy theory territory. This
It's
is
hard. I mean, you can tell the government did anything, and you know. It's
And I would
probably
believe
true.
it,
It's
yeah.
probably true. Government made this game. This is propaganda.
It wasn't, but a fun fact about this game, I don't know if people were here or noticed when we were booting it up, but in addition to being a Yoko Taro game, this game was also worked on by Access Games, the people who also made.
Deadly Premonition.
That's right.
Deadly Premonition.
Swery worked on this game as well, which is probably why it needed a patch for the frames. And also probably why it never got the patch until somebody made it for the emulator.
Swear was like, does the game really need to run at 30? And the answer was no.
Yeah. 30 frames? I don't know.
Cut back
It's a
from
lot
that.
of frames.
Listen, we need to
You
put-
can't cut back on frames, you'll regret
We
this.
need to put bloom on this GTA arrow that points you in the right direction. So please, we can lose one frame.
Look, I want to be the only.
Thank God this game is telling you which direction to go.
Which direction to go? Look at the map up in the right hand corner there for me.
Really
in
lost.
case you're having a lot of trouble
I'm
figuring out where to
fucking
go.
lost.
Did I get that thing that was up there?
Yeah, you jumped
Yeah, I
up
did.
there.
Okay. So part of the way to get one of the endings is you have to get all of the weapons in the game, and a lot of them are hidden, or you have to buy them. So you know, I'm gonna be looking at the map a lot sometimes to see if I can find where the weapons are. Oh, by the way, so here's some of the. Oh,
Oh wait.
so these.
Oh wait.
Sorry, I gotta. It tells me how to call for my dragon to kill a bunch of people. So let me just do that real quick.
I'll come right over, okay?
Okay.
Goddamn
You
right.
didn't call them.
And when you do, you better not chicken out on it. That means no running away like a crybaby. And
Hello?
no rolling around in your own filth.
Anyway, so I do already have a couple other weapons. Those are part of the DLC. This one I like because it says it's a spear, but it acts like a disc on a string, which is what that style of weapon normally is.
Castle Crashers,
What
you
happened?
could also only get the true ending if you get all the remnants.
Really?
No, I just made that up.
Okay. Drakengard 1, that's true, and I think that's true for one of the endings in Nier Automata. Not like one of the true endings.
I'll come anytime.
I feel like they would have to at least reference that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's just to get a ending because there's like 26 in that. I don't know, just like the bit in Deadly Premonition or whatever.
Oh, really?
Just this bit of just like, oh, it makes my tummy funny. Don't do that. Oh, you're scary, Zero. Where's this guy? Oh, there he is.
Shooting arrows.
Is this divine punishment? Have we
Is this guy just yelling out loud to himself?
He wants to kill the encounter.
Well, he's trying to defend the
Oh, he's trying
encounter.
to defend the encounter.
Is that a shot?
Why do they have Saving Private Ryan ships on this fucking...
Is that a shop? Huge arrow just emerges telling me to walk
Go
3
to
feet
the
in front of
shop!
myself.
Buy goods!
Weapons.
Weapons.
Mail order, huh? Well, whatever works.
You can upgrade your weapons here too.
Mhm.
This was the real D-Day. I was reading some of the comments to the Drakengard 1 soundtrack I posted.
Oh yeah.
Because I was like, let's scroll down to what people have to say about this song.
Let's head for the shrine.
All great comments, all very approving comments. There was one comment that was like, You know, this song really personifies what the game was going for. You know, war isn't pretty, and you know, it's something you always have to. You don't want to be in it. So
You don't wanna enjoy it.
So why even get to that point? And in my head, I was just thinking, God, just shut up. That's not what Drakengard 1 was about. Drakengard 1 was about fucking your sister.
No. It was about how you couldn't fuck your sister, but she wanted to fuck you, but you sold your tongue.
Yeah.
My favorite bit in Drakengard is still that every character has to give up something in order to get their powers, and your character gives up his ability to speak. And then later in the game, you meet somebody who gave up their ability to sing. And it's just kind of a real, like, oh, fuck you. So I got a bunch of, as you can see, I got a bunch of coins and cloths. And out of that, I got 1,590 Gs.
Ooh.
I got a new sword. I got copper base material, and I got more money because I found all the treasure boxes.
Nice. You get a bonus.
Oh yeah, there's a guy who just gives up his hair. He just goes bald.
Yeah, I remember being laughing pretty hard at the fact that, like, I gave up my voice so that I could be linked with this dragon. And then some guy's like, really? I just gave up the ability to play the guitar.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I just gave up my hair. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, I'm a cannibal, so, like, I gave up my womb because I figured, you know, I probably shouldn't be having any kids because I'm just going to eat them. I'm just going to eat them. So we can buy some items now from our mail-in thing. Don't need any potions, but we can buy weapons. It's the Sinful Scream. But I can also change weapons, so... Got that. We got this sphere. And then we can do... So then I also have a bunch of other blades, including Kame from Drakengard. Whatever that one is. I think that one comes in the base game. Fury's Dagger, also from Drakengard. Nier's Blade from Nier. And Kaine's Sword, also from Nier.
Cool.
So which one do you think? I feel like I was playing with this one recently. It's very good. So we're gonna go with Kaine's Sword.
Power goes to fucking 44.
Yeah, no, they're very, very overpowered. Very helpful at this point. We're just gonna save real quick. By the way, if we wanted to here, we could change the outfits and music. I think I forgot to install the music DLC, so I'll probably do that before the next stream.
Okay. Do some grinding.
Do some grinding, yeah. There's also chapter select. I don't think it does the same thing that Drakengard 1 does, where there's shit that you can just miss if you don't go to chapter select,
right,
because it doesn't take you there automatically.
Yeah.
Can I upgrade any of my weapons? I want to upgrade that one. No. Alright, let's continue on then.
Swords, though limited in range, swords allow for swift attack.
Is the cannibal or the other guy worse? I don't remember. What does the other guy give up? The orphanage guy.
I don't know.
The pedophile. What did he give up? There's a pedophile in Drakengard 1, by the way.
Did he give up his, like, wife or something? Like, he gave up, like, someone related to him.
Maybe. He gave up some...
What if he gave up his attraction to kids?
He didn't. That's one of the main conflicts of the game for him.
Damn. Why didn't he do that?
You would think.
No one was in the shop, huh?
No, pretty stupid of him to leave it unguarded.
Why don't you
Look at my
stay in it
beautiful
until
little
someone
son.
comes back?
That's a terrible idea.
Why? I bet you'd be a good shopkeeper.
He just wants his mom to stop killing
I'm not sure I could keep
and to
myself
raise a
from
shop
everything.
and to be good. Just want to be cured. Was that Carl?
Let's go.
That's not how Mikhail sounds.
Was it Mikhail's voice?
Already? Can't we run?
Shut it. I'm leaving, and so are you.
Fine.
I'm still very annoyed there's not like a Mikhail plush or like a little toy or something.
Was there any merchandise for this game whatsoever?
I
can't
think we
imagine.
looked it up when I was playing it, and there just wasn't a lot because it's an extremely budget cult game.
They should make those little, like, circle things with the little hands. Like, they look like tsum-tsums. To do those for the sisters. The land of the seas. If only there was a word for a land that was in the middle of the sea.
What happens once you kill all your sisters?
It's gonna penis land.
Nice.
I love this exchange.
Once I kill them, I can exploit their powers.
So you're going to steal their entire magic and stuff?
Something like that.
So this is when we start to get kind of some foreshadowing about, you know, maybe her motivation for killing her sisters is not just being evil.
If we fight bravely, we might get an audience with Lady Five.
I would turn Mikhail into it.
Yeah. No, I don't want to be a plushie. Actually, this is fine.
Zero, no!
Oh wait, I'm gonna have so much fun just having you do. I need to have you on for the near streams, so that you can just do your fucking annoying voices.
So you can do whatever the fuck you do in your bedroom all day.
I was thinking just when we were playing near, and you would just launch into extended bits doing all the character voices.
I transferred over when we do the Phoenix Wright streams with Alfred. Just my fucking oh god.
Just let that guy hit me.
What's the book's name again?
Fuck, I can't believe I'm blanking
What's
on
the
it.
book's name from
I
Nier?
cannot believe I'm blanking on
His name is
Grimoire.
Grimoire
Weiss. Yeah.
I just do his voice for Edward. Like I just straight up was just like, yeah, that voice is enough. Get out of the way, hussy. Like it's the same voice.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Didn't fix that in the patch.
It's fine.
Oh, you know, I'm going to take this time as well to talk about my favorite Drakengard 3 fact. Is that originally it was going to be called Drakengard 4, and it was going to take place in modern-day Tokyo, and it was going to be about girls with cell phones that they used to summon dragons, and the main plot thread was going to be them trying to figure out what happened to Drakengard 3.
Just like figuring out the plot of
Yeah,
like what happened.
just try to figure out, because like just going to be like, oh, there's this whole story missing. How did it get here to modern-day America? Or modern-day Tokyo, and the plot of the game was just going to be them trying to figure out what happened to the game Drakengard 3 because it never came out.
They reference that in Nier, don't they? Like that concept?
I think so, maybe.
Not to spoil anything for people who haven't played Nier.
It's definitely a big running bit with Yoko Taro's games that like they're all within the same universe, but like hundreds of thousands of years apart.
I'll ask you about that off stream because I do
Yeah.
think there's something there.
I think around here is when we start to hear all of these characters talking about how hot Lady Five is and how they hope that she'll fuck them for defeating her sister. Oh. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, Megan's got a splitter. Go
Megan's
grab
got a
it.
splitter, everyone. Hey, you can come in.
Yeah, you can come in. There's no webcam. There's a camera and it's just aimed directly at Megan's face.
Where'd you find it?
Best Buy, end of the end.
You went to Best Buy?
What the fuck?
Why'd you go to Best Buy? You drove to Best Buy in the middle of this stream to get us a splitter?
Guys, Megan's an MVP.
I mean, I'm not gonna
I will not
box
be
her,
making
so-
her a mod.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll make Robbie make me a mod.
Damn it. Alright. Guess I got a mod Megan. Alright, well, let me get a pair of headphones.
Alright.
You have a pair of headphones in here?
Not with a cord. That's the entire reason I'm using these shitty ones.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, well. Yeah.
Oh my god,
oh my
Megan.
god, and the mono price. See, this is what. Thank you, Megan. This is what you should get.
Okay. How long will it take to get here? I guess we can just use
price,
this.
like a day or two.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't remember.
I'm currently going red mode because I'm waiting until I see more enemies to activate.
Chat.
Go ahead and just swap that out.
Let me know if the sound cuts out. Let me know if anything sounds weird after I do this.
It looks like it's all working.
Is it all working, chat?
Pogs for Megan in the chat. Thank you.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna.
I'll just do that. You can just do this. What I'm doing.
Do a real quick audio thing there so that so that we both don't deafen ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean, I can take it because you know I'm stronger and faster than you.
I don't know. I don't know how to tell you. Years of Team Fortress 2 mic spam has trained me for streaming.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
See, now I can hear Mikhail.
Yeah, you can hear his lovely voice. What's going on?
What's going on?
Thank you. Thank you for doing the voice impression that I can't do, so that people would understand what the fuck I was trying to do.
He's gotta say what's going on with AWN. Oh, what's going on?
Did that guy just pop into existence?
Yeah.
and then immediately get decked by me.
That's like Dynasty Warriors.
Keep your sword up, fool. You want to die?
Keep your shit up, fool.
You think the rest of us are enjoying this?
Just baiting them out into the end of the bridge.
You could have fought them on the bridge.
Oh, don't! I gotta get that that
Done
chest
like a
up
bridge
there.
knife fight. Remember that Homestar Runner joke?
Homestuck, right? You said
Homestuck Runner.
Homestuck run. Hey, has anyone done that yet? Can somebody do that? Can somebody make that for us?
There's a running gag in my stream that I just read.
That's a gag.
Have you seen
You've been doing that here in our house this entire time.
As a matter of fact, when you first moved in, I couldn't stop talking about how much I loved home.
Yeah, it was really weird. Like we met at a pho place. I'd never met Robbie before.
Yeah.
And the first thing first off, they had a shirt on that said Versaka is my waifu.
It said Versaka is my waifu.
And the first thing they said to me after that was like, "Do you read Homestuck?"
Yeah.
Jay
said
then,
yes, but
and then I didn't. I did, but that was just because I was trying to be polite. I really needed a place to live.
yeah.
But yeah, and then like when our waiter came and was like, "What can I get you boys?" They said, like, "I'll have the bucket," and then they looked around like they were expecting somebody to understand what that meant.
And I said, sorry, it's a Homestuck thing. You wouldn't understand.
And then the waiter did ask us to leave, so we did not get pho that day, and we have not been back there
I
since.
said, wait, is it your grub hatching day? And they said no, and then they kicked me out and called the cops. Anyway, we can't go to that pho place anymore.
Oddly enough, it burned down like a month later.
Dirty stuff.
Yeah. Odd.
Would you shut up already?
Oh, me too.
Pretending you read Homestuck to get housing.
Call that house stuck.
House find.
Looks like people used to live here at some point.
Must be nice living near the sea. Think of all the
Mikhail always finds the bright side.
So long.
Has it been long enough that we can talk about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and not have like the most annoying people on the
Absolutely
planet?
not.
Okay. I was hoping because like a lot of like nerds, like modern nerds now, are just illiterate.
Yeah.
So I was hoping they just like hadn't read it or weren't familiar with it.
I remember as a kid, like,
Because like you can make Freakazoid references and most of them aren't gonna know what the fuck you're talking about.
the movie was... You can make Candlejack references. The movie was...
Yeah.
No, do you get it?
Oh.
The movie
yeah,
for
yeah.
Hitchhikers was coming out, like, when I was in school, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of fun. Let me read the book. And I think I got, like, 2 chapters into the book before I went, this is gay, and, like, stopped reading it.
They're really good books. You should try rereading them.
No, they seem annoying.
I mean, they are, but that's why they're... no. Me playing Drakengard 3. No, that's why they're good.
Let me tell you about content you should
Where's the
access.
shrine? Damn it. I think we've been had.
They tricked us.
This monster.
Look at all these people disagreeing with you in this chat right now.
Yeah, I don't think it was the... I don't think it was... I think it was, like, the
What the hell is
sequel to
that?
Hitchhikers. I remember they flew away on a couch at some point.
And I have to fight Gigas,
Gygus?
so I'm gonna switch to this weapon because it's really good to fight these things.
What are you looking at, shithead?
Let me see what fucking book I read.
Robbie's
I read
currently-
Life, the Universe, and Everything.
Oh, yeah, no, you should read the first one at the very least. Especially because I feel like if you tried to read the second one without reading the first, I don't want to be like, oh, you're missing out on some of the
In third
deep,
grade.
yeah, some of the deep complexity. But I think you're gonna like not have understood some of the bits of the book.
All right.
I think I have a copy of it somewhere around here. I found it in a dumpster probably. Dumpsters are nature's library, really.
Nice. Is that because you find books there? Or because you find people just trying to find a place to sleep?
Column A.
Yeah.
People masturbating.
Yeah. Teens looking for something cool to complain about later online.
Yeah. By the way, shout out. Yeah, I was literally about to say shout outs to Jovian in the chat who works at a library. Already on top of it, teens playing Minecraft is apparently what they're doing nowadays online on the library system. Anyway, I'm about to go sicko mode.
Has anybody made a Zero fan cam yet? And it uses
Oh,
sicko
absolutely.
mode?
There's a There's a really good MMD that's just titled when you kill your sisters and steal their boyfriends, and it's her dancing to "Toxic" by Britney Spears.
Nice.
Time to end this.
Zero, look out!
I'm looking out. It's fine. Don't stop overreacting, Mikal.
It'll be fine.
I'm really excited for this, by the way, to be the new economy.
Video games?
No, God, no. People playing video games, or just being on streams and talking, or like basically podcasts. Like we're all gonna become Joe Rogan now, but like with video games.
You think so?
I mean, I feel like we're switching to a specific kind of service or gig-oriented economy with COVID, where like most people aren't gonna be able to work the same kinds of jobs that they did before. A lot of jobs are gonna be switched to work from home. If a lot of jobs are work from home, they need something to entertain themselves while they're working.
Right.
Because they can't go to the water cooler and be like, "Did you see that sports?"
She thinks that'll be enough
Or
to
like,
stop
"Did you
me?
see the new Marvel movie?" Because Marvel movies will be abolished.
Zero,
Right.
look!
Who are you furiously texting right now?
Sorry, I'm working.
Literally working from home right now.
Yeah.
They're really rolling out the red carpet.
I do have to go upstairs and get my work laptop.
Okay. The game. Are you gonna come back down?
Ha! Yeah, I am.
All right, fine. Let's see what you've got.
Say some more interesting shit about Drakengard while I'm gone.
I will. Blinded Fish, the game will be pre-assigned, unfortunately, because otherwise we're just gonna end up with nobody. Everyone's just playing the same Kaizo Mario ROMs, which is what the free market gave us back in the day when Let's Plays and shit were first announced. So unless you want just thousands of streams of people playing I Want to Be the Guy, it's gonna be randomly assigned to you. Maybe they'll assign them based on like your skill set. Probably left his phone here. It's going off. Let's see. Oh, it says here his order for J-Date didn't go through. I'll have to let him know about that when he gets back here. Oh yeah, so here's the thing. You can get these little side missions, and you can do those to get more money, or occasionally items. You basically do have to do them. You pretty much have to grind to buy weapons and unlock things and upgrade weapons in this game. Let me see here. I think it's chapter select is what it's under.
Did you beat the game?
No, I'm telling them about how you get jobs in this game.
Oh.
And so you'll get conditions like this. So it's like you have to fight with swords, and then you basically just kill enemies until you get all these items, or you have to kill a certain amount of enemies or survive until a certain point. Usually it's things like you can only use certain weapons, or you can't jump, I think is one of them.
Ooh.
They're really, really annoying. But you basically have to grind them. If I do have to do that, I will probably do the grinding, air quotes, off camera. I'm assuming people don't want to watch a stream of me just getting mad at the same parts I'm playing over and over again to get all the swords. I don't know. We'll find out.
My favorite thing to do is stream things that nobody wants to watch. So I think you can get away with it.
Probably. Speaking of, here's all the DLC. So we will go through the DLC at one point.
Are these DLC jobs?
No, these are DLC chapters where you play as yourself, but you also play as each one of your sisters before as a prologue.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if I had to pay to work, I wouldn't.
Well, yeah, I mean, I already have to do that in capitalism. Am I right, baby? Am I right? God. Anyway. So yeah, we'll go to the ocean round.
Cool.
Oh yeah, here's where it shows you all the. This is like part of the way which you get to the other endings, because there's parts that split off and you have to go to those. There's gonna be near the end of the game. A lot of this will get explained to, which is interesting. Oh, yes. Oh fuck! I selected probably the wrong main menu. Whatever. I will be waiting until the end, Megan. Don't worry, because they are prologues. They are thus consequently spoilers. I don't think you can unlock outfits. All the outfits I have are DLC. Oh, and you can. Okay, never mind. Megan knows. I'm wrong.
Some streamer you are.
I have played this game. I literally played this game one and a half times, and then the patch that fixes the frame rates were announced, and I was like, well, I'm gonna wait till I have a computer that can run that because I want to play this game with normal frames. Let's see if I can upgrade any of my weapons. Nope. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy that. Oh, the DLC rewards are the other encounters weapons. So I actually haven't even gotten to play the DLC before this. But yeah, no, I'm definitely going to play them as well because like I've been interested in it, and when I was dumping it, I was able to get the DLC onto here. Oh, that was just a rendering error back there. I was like, the fuck was that?
Yeah, I'm fine. These soldier maggots just piss me off.
Oh, you're missing a cute conversation.
What question is that?
Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Mikael just being like, oh, like she calls the soldiers maggots, and then she goes like, oh, I just hate these soldier maggots. And then Mikael gets excited, and he's like, oh, do you like maggots too? I'm hungry. I want some maggots. And she's just like, don't eat those. Please don't eat those. My unruly dragon son who rolls around in mud and eats maggots. Alright, let's see here. So if you guys like the conversation, by the way, so far, of the soldiers, which you can kind of hear them yelling, saying shit, it's going to get even greater once we start getting enemy, like we start getting teammates, which we will start to get after this this sequence.
Stop whining.
Hey, flying is pretty hard, okay?
Stop complaining.
It's fun. So fun. Whee!
You can stop lying too.
Protect me! I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
This is also a continuation of the themes that Yoko Taro kind of set up in the first Drakengard, where it's like the guys that you're killing are just kind of like pleading for their life and generally screaming. In the first Drakengard, you would get a lot of just like people screaming and yelling at you as you're fighting.
People love screaming in that first game.
Yeah, and there's a whole level where you're fighting like, I think they changed the translation, but to make it less bad, but they're child soldiers. And the entire time you're doing it, like your characters that you're like part in your party are just like, I don't know about this dude. And the kids just like scream horribly as you just like mow them down with your sword. And you basically have to do that for about 45 minutes per level to get through them. And then you take a single arrow to the back of the head and it one shot kills you and you have to like start the whole level over again. Drakengard is a great game because it is a game that consistently is insisting that you stop playing it.
Yeah, that game really doesn't want you to play it. War's bad, and it never changes.
I mean, I would argue that it does it a lot better than fucking Spec Ops: The Line, because it's not like it doesn't scold you. It's not like, wow, you played this game. It's like, well, I think you'd have to be an insane person to enjoy a game like this. So I'm gonna make it as unenjoyable as possible to prove that you are an insane person. And I know I'm an insane person, so I loved it.
Just die, would you?
You what?
In my work phone, like somewhere in your camper.
I'll give you something to cry about.
I'm
Okay.
gonna dump all your clothes out.
That's fine. You can do that, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, that's where they basically belong anyway, right? On the floor.
Where are you, work phone? I need you to perform my duties.
That's one of the weird voices I do on stream.
Are you sure it fell in my... Are you sure it's not right there? Not behind... Not in my hamper?
How did it fall there?
Robbie's phone not only did not fall in my hamper, it fell about a foot away from my hamper.
Nowhere near the hamper.
And behind Robbie's own laptop.
Very far away from
So
the
Robbie had to put his laptop down next to the phone in
Not
order to
look at
get
it.
up
Yeah.
to dump my hamper out.
Yeah. In my moment of weakness, I want to apologize.
Apology
To no
accepted.
one.
Oh, fuck! Fuck! You got fuck! I'm really glad people in the chat are super stoked about this game because it is a great game and I love talking about it and I love hearing other people talk about it. Megan, the shaders are in fact compiling. Please don't look at them; they're ashamed.
Please don't look.
Oops. Oops, we accidentally killed our own guys.
Man, war is bad. Look out, friendly fire.
Wow, aren't you the brave one? That cannon fires better keep moving.
I just like killed through everyone, so she's
It is very funny that the enemies will like, whoa, friendly fire.
Uh-oh. Oh no, friendly fire's on. Watch out, guys.
Bro,
This
no
co-op
FF.
mode. When you think about it, war is the ultimate co-op mode. When you think about it, war
what do you mean by that?
Well, because, it's just you and your buddies.
If there's one thing I think about war, it's about the friends I made along the way.
A bloated goat carcass stuffed
I mean, you gotta care about them, because, otherwise they're gonna die, and then people are gonna expect you to be all sad about it. And if you don't really care about them, you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, rip.
When people come home and
That
they tell
Carmen
me-
Best tweet, that's like, I'm so sad about this, rip.
When people come home and they tell me about all the people, all the friends that they lost in war, I'm just like, they should have just not went to war.
Yeah. They should have just not made friends.
Yeah.
Me at my Iraq war, me at my deployment into Iran when we invaded for World War III. I'm not here to make friends.
Me.
I wish I could stop getting hit by these cannons. But I guess some things can't be patched out of this game.
Me after I win the survey in order to get my Xbox Elite controller. Damn, I miss my friends.
Me joining the Army's official Discord.
Bro, it was so fucking weird, going on the person who was like, yeah, I made this tweet. And they were like, God, a lot of people are just angry at a face. And it's like, no. That's not what people are angry at.
Wait, which face?
Because remember when the official, U.S. Army Esports Twitter posted, ooh, woo,
Oh, yeah.
join on Discord.
I'm so glad the official U.S. Army is doing the thing that annoying posters do, where they do something that they know will piss people off, and then go like, I don't get it. All I did was post ooh woo.
Yeah.
I don't get it. All I did was put their name on a piece of paper and then burn it, and then
it's like, cool. How many confirmed kills do you have?
Yes.
How many children were you forced to kill in the U.S. Army? Sorry, willingly killed in the U.S. Army.
No, to be fair.
Yeah. Whatever.
I had no follow up. Honestly, okay. I was like, to be fair, those children did die. So.
Haven't sunk that thing yet?
People would fucking My Little Pony patches on their U.S. Army fatigues.
Bro, can I say this on the stream? Yeah, I can. I met like a famous brony artist, let's say, and they were telling me about meeting brony troops. Oh yeah, here's one of those things that's like, oh, here the gameplay changes now.
Oh, okay.
And about them being like, oh my god, dude, thank you so much, your art really helped us get through our overseas training or whatever the fuck they were doing, and they were wearing their army fatigues at the brony convention.
Oh.
In case you couldn't tell, by the way, when I say brony artist, I mean pornographer.
Oh, okay, thank you.
You haven't damaged this thing at all, have you?
I was saving it for you, Zero.
Aw, that's sweet.
For me?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Just my little random act of kindness. Me, huh?
God damn it, dragon.
You should be nice too. Man, this was way harder to play when the frame rate was just chugging. I'm just I'm just tearing through this fucking ship now.
Hey, you're comparing me to Michael again, aren't you?
Cannons destroyed.
I would never do that.
What?
It's crazy how I have no choice or say in whether the entire U.S. military is comprised of people who have said the word lolly out loud at least once.
Add perverted term, crazy loli.
Thank you.
Really?
Oh yeah, I forgot about this this mechanic I love.
Ooh.
Where you just fucking
Beat the shit out of
headbutt.
it.
Yeah.
You just watch. I'm gonna fight real hard, so you have to use
Oh, he just wants his mom to like him. Once again, surprising how much easier that is when the game isn't chugging along at 5 frames a second.
Do you think they put that message in front of the screen to let you know you defeated the battleship because it was running at 2 FPS? So you don't actually know if you beat it.
It was such that the game was not in fact frozen. It was just
Yeah.
loading a cutscene.
P's in the chat. Hi, P.
Hi, B.
Mission complete.
That story rules. Fun story, I found out my cousin was a brony because I saw a picture of him on a listicle or whatever of dudes who photoshopped MLP characters into pictures of themselves.
Sick.
Did you print it up and bring it to the next, like, family gathering?
Just like the next Christmas, like, hey, we got some new photos of all the kids. Come check them out. And then one of the framed photos is just that.
No. Print it out. Keep it in your pocket. If, like, an aunt is like, so when are you giving us grandkids or something? Just pull that out.
Yeah.
Just slam it on the table.
Let them know.
That's that's how it be in family sometimes. You gotta have the cousin that you used to like that like draws aggro from you from the other family members. It used to be the gay cousin, now it's the brony cousin.
Now it's the brony. Well, because they're persecuted more than the gays. That's why.
Well, it's because it's like they're gay, but they're not even gay, so it's worse. I learned that from watching the Brony documentary.
Yeah.
By the way, if anyone in the chat hasn't watched the Jenny Nicholson video about bronies, give it a watch. It's really good.
Is it up? Is it still up? I thought you had to take it down.
Last I checked, it was still up.
Oh, did that person just give up?
She might have gotten them to withdraw the claim because she posted about it, and so people probably figured out who it was.
Right.
Because I did see her tweet at one point, please don't harass the person. Got all my new swords. Alright. Doing good with Kime's sword. But you know what? Let's give the Near Blade a try.
Sure. I think I'm safe to say that I said this yesterday when we were hanging out with some people. That Jenny Nicholson video is really good, and I think it was either a Patreon post or a tweet where she was like, I wonder if I should completely remake this video, because at some point I said that the convention used to be held only in New York until the second year where it was held in Baltimore, when that's not actually true because the second year was held in New Jersey. But I think I'm just going to keep up that video to get bronies mad. I'm fucking mad because I was at that fucking BronyCon in New Jersey. And it was and I got mad watching the video. I was like, no, it wasn't. It was in New Jersey for the second year.
Gertrude, no, when she got to that point of the video, I, like, lost my fucking mind. Especially because, like, I'm not even a brony, but I was adjacent to enough of them that I was aware of that video. That, like, I was aware of that series.
Well,
And, like,
if
I'd
it isn't the pretty
heard
princess,
bits from that.
So what's it
Ah,
like
here we are,
being
Slut Sisters here.
surrounded by a bunch of brainwashed idiots? Oh, I see that long, sharp tongue
Patch
of
can
yours
fix this
hasn't
cutscene.
changed. Still so rude.
Listen, it can only do so much.
But I brought you a housewarming
Look,
gift.
it is still technically
A gift
above
for
20
me.
frames per
Why,
second.
whatever could it possibly be?
I wonder if these
It's
characters have
revenge
billions
for
of
what
polygons.
You did to me. No, right. How could I forget? Back then, you were so strong it made my thighs ache. But not anymore.
Hey, remember earlier when you were asking, do you think
Michael, the
Yoko Taro
race
has, like,
to
a
all
thing?
dragons is dead.
No.
And all that remains is that pathetic little shell of his former self. Still, I suppose I'll be nice and make him my pet once I've had my way with you.
What did she mean by that?
Yes, that's right.
Hey,
You
by the way,
and
does the
that
kid on the
sad
left look kind of
excuse
like
of a
Cloud?
dragon will both
Or,
belong to me soon.
Or, sorry, Sora.
A little bit.
If you don't shut up, I'm
There's a
gonna
reason for that,
stab
I
my
think.
eardrum
I think he's supposed to look kind of like a Sora
I
character.
have so missed these titillating little chats of ours, my dear, dear sister. But now it's time for you to die.
Whoa, calm down, lady.
Ooh.
Behold, the fifth song.
grand light of antiquity, the great power made manifest, the ceremony of glorious arrival. Burn into thine eyes the punishing lance of divine retribution. I,
God, this
Dito,
song fucking
summon
rules.
thee in my name. Fanuel, arise!
Megan, me too. I really wish Kingdom Hearts was as fucking insane as the Nier extended universe.
Ugh, how tacky can you get?
Blinded Fish. So the reason that he's not, that character is supposed to be an adult. He's like in his 20s. There's like a line where he says that.
Tell me, have my other sisters already had the pleasure? Nope.
And there is a reason for that, and it's because, as we will learn over the course of the game, all the intoners fuck their left-hand man. So they probably decided that that character should be an actual adult.
Zero, don't tease me. I'm not teasing.
You think Yoko Taro has a thing?
No.
Oh. What the hell is this monster? It's not a dragon.
It's like a big crab. It's like a big crab. Well, they all have their own monster things that they summon.
My Zero, how strong you are. Well, I've been itching to beat you to death for a while. I missed you so, Zero. I was so thrilled you came to see me. Truth be told, I almost came as well.
What?
I love this fight because I love how Zero's just like, stop talking. Please stop talking.
What did she mean
I
by
love
this?
that flower in your eye. It really adds to your sex appeal.
Boom.
Sexier than you were a year ago.
Again, they are sisters.
My best feature is my breasts, of course. So round and perky. You can touch
All right, to be
them.
fair, I do talk like this though. I talk.
I think I'll pass. Maybe next time the three of us could have some fun together. There is no next time for you.
This is also
Bro,
like.
what game did you come and get me to fucking play with you?
Wait, were you not here during this fight scene the first time I played
Hell
the game?
no! I saw how this game ran and left.
Oh my god, yeah, no, this. The whole bit with 5 is that she's just like like hypersexual to the point that she is constantly hitting on you and Mikkel.
Got it.
One more time.
Intoner mode, when mounted, is very similar to regular intoner mode, except that I can do this on a dragon now.
Cool. Is that a Vocaloid?
Yep. Ready to go. Fuck, where'd he go?
Fucking Miku on the mic, fluid ribbons, give it to the Lyrical Miracle Spiritual.
Bro, fucking Miku's fucking spitting bars. Love her or hate her, she's spitting straight facts right now. Oh, up a little.
Did you just close your eyes?
He's really scary, okay?
Idiot. Are you trying to get us killed? You ever do that again, I'll close your eyes permanently. It's dangerous to attack right after he surfaces.
There he is. I'm glad that the game just tells me when it is safe to attack, however.
Yeah.
I don't think fire is very effective in the water.
So you gotta knock him out of the water.
Oh, and then use fire.
There will be bits over the course of the game too where like they'll like make jokes and references to it. I don't know if you heard it earlier when we were on the beach, but there's a part where Mikkel repeats like one of those lines that's like a tutorial line. He's like, if you ever need me, just press X.
Yeah.
And she goes like, stop repeating yourself. I hate when people repeat themselves. And then after that, to make fun of Mikkel, it plays the same audio clip of her going, stop repeating yourself. I hate when people repeat themselves.
It's a good bit.
God. Not doing great dodging this fucking beam attack. Fucking bone. Get more fucking work.
Yeah.
dude is kicking my ass. Well, not really kicking my ass.
Kick your ass. Kick your ass.
There we go. And now, so if you haven't seen this fight, I think you're gonna really like this little cutscene that's coming up here.
Cool.
My song's power.
In fact, it's actually great that we brought you on for this episode. So fun fact, Yoko Taro's wife is the artist for the Taiko Drum games.
Yeah.
So he got her to do this.
If you want to kill an intoner, you gotta really make... Huh?
Oh, Megan, no. Somebody should put that on the TV background. That's really good. Put that in our Chromecast right now. But don't worry, she's dead now.
And it was that easy.
And the reason she's dead is because her boyfriend turned on her.
She's dead! She's dead! She's dead!
This is one of my favorite
Loved working me to the
characters
bone,
in this
didn't
game.
you?
Because he's just a
Well,
little
your
freak
little
who
desire
loves
won't be
violence.
taking your abuse anymore.
Such a good bit.
You're no intoner now.
Oh, I didn't know that the
You're
track had a
nothing.
name. That's
You're
really
just a
funny.
Big sack of meat. I love you. I love you. What'd you love? You make me sick.
I wish Kingdom Hearts games were like this.
Goddamn, stupid, selfish, sex crazed son of a. What was her name again? I forget.
This game is weird.
Her name was 5.
Oh, got it.
Satan's Sword, I have in fact dated this swing. Which is not really why he's my favorite character. I just think it's a really good bit to have like the character who looks like a kind of generic JRPG character be like just a violence obsessed freak.
Here you go, Lady Zero. Maybe this'll help.
Why is he on our team now?
So every time you kill one of your sisters, you steal their disciple.
Yeah,
because disciples work for intoners. So if you kill the intoner they work for, they have to work for an intoner still. So they work for you now. Which basically means that you kill your sisters and steal their boyfriends.
I see.
I don't remember if it actually comes up in the main text of the game, but within like the sort of like various like accompanying texts for this, I'm pretty sure Yoko Taro has like explicitly said like, yeah, all the like disciples and intoners, like one of the disciples' jobs is to fuck the intoner.
Oh.
Because the intoners are like they need to be fucked as part of their like intoner power job. Except, as we will find out with, I believe, Sister 4 is the next one. Sister 4 is the only one who does not have sex with her intoner.
I see.
And we will find out why that is.
A mature, perceptive man with an extreme cruel streak. He derives great joy from the pained screams of his prey. And he looks like that.
And he looks like that. There are 5 sisters. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you as 0. So we're gonna put Dido on our team, I guess. Let's see, got a new sphere. We're gonna keep Eris' sphere because it's really good. Got a new sword. It's large. but I'm gonna keep Nier's Blade on. I didn't really get to use it much. See if we can upgrade any of our weapons. Oh. I can, in fact, upgrade the sphere that I got from Guido. Let's see where that, and that would make it stronger than the Eris sphere, so we'll go ahead and do that. I forgot about that. That's the reason why she has a huge knockers, is because all of them have like a part that regenerates very quickly, and hers just happens to be.
She just has big old boobies.
Yeah, that is where her power comes from. As the game goes on, we will discover more and more that the Intoners are.
Damn, this is a Hideo game.
Yeah, are not just very powerful girls. They are essentially like super powered freaks.
The reason why this Intoner doesn't wear any clothes is because she breathes through her skin. Once you figure this out, you will feel ashamed for your words and deeds.
The thing that's great about Yoko Taro is that if you asked him why he did, like, why these choices were made, it wouldn't be like, well, you know, I want to do this. It would just be like, I thought it would be funny if she had big boobs.
Yeah.
Just big boob, funny, horny. Oh no, I don't think that's much of a spoiler, because like a lot of that stuff that you're talking about doesn't really come up in the main game. It's more of like the supplemental game stuff, if I remember. There are things you can spoil in the main game, in the sense that like if you talked about them, it would spoil it. But I think just being like, yeah, these characters are essentially like miniature goddesses. They are called Intoners because they are magicked up broads. Robbie, should we continue on to chapter 2, or do we want to take a break?
That's up to you.
Oh, yeah, we've only been streaming for about an hour and a half.
I'm good for another hour.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it for another hour then.
Sure.
We probably won't get to Sister 4 today, but...
Damn it!
Okay.
I was gonna be the one! She was gonna fuck me!
I was gonna love her!
After defeating 5 in the Land of Seas,
By the way, if you notice, we now have a
Zero
different
took
narrator than the one
Dino.
that we killed at the start of the
Her
game.
next destination. The Land of Mountains, home to an impenetrable alpine citadel, governed by the chaste Intoner known as 4.
So yeah, no, the next one is the Virgin Girl.
For you do not fight alone. Your dragon's protection must be a welcome thing indeed. You should thank him.
Megan, she's just the narrator. What do you mean?
Not every dragon is like you, Michael. Unfortunately.
You know, Megan, now that there are patches for this game, we can probably start putting mods in this game, and we could have replaced Michael with the "I'm a dragon" Vine guy.
I'm a dragon.
Let's talk to our fucking gore twink.
Doesn't it? Beats all that sticky saltwater air clinging to your skin. Or the sticky, sweaty touch of Lady 5. God, I think I'm gonna gag.
I love that he's like obsessed. You're gonna see more of the character. He's obsessed with violence, but he like hates sex.
Yeah.
You're her disciple. A disciple's supposed to be nice to his Intoner.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of Twitter teens should play this game because I think they would just kin the fuck out of this kid.
Yeah.
Old Blubberbags went and kicked the bucket, remember? She doesn't mean squat to me anymore. You saw it yourself, didn't you? The way my blade split those ridiculous fun bags clean in two. It was like fine art.
But ew, sex, yuck.
I should have been a butcher.
I think this is what the kid from Drakengard 1 would talk like if he was still able to talk.
The kid from Drakengard 1?
Yeah.
This is what the kid from Drakengard 1 would talk like if he was a Zoomer.
Hey, Zero, do you really have to go kill 4?
It's intentional.
Again.
It's just, I felt really bad for 5, you know? She was crying. She was crying a lot, and you killed her anyway.
You know that was just an act, right?
Yeah, trust me. If there's one thing 5 was good at, it was faking.
What do you mean by that?
I still think you should stop killing your sisters.
Uh-huh.
I'm a moral objector. Now, let's see if he has another line of dialogue.
Family is family. You're supposed to get along.
Oh, that's true, Mikhail. Anyway, let's go kill my next sister.
Anyway, let's go kill my next
Worse
sister.
than sisters fighting each other.
All right, let's pretend for a second. Imagine there's a big pile of raw meat here, okay?
Ooh, yummy.
Small brain, no thoughts.
Now, if you divided that meat among all the dragons in the world, you'd only get a little bit.
That's right. Just one teeny tiny bite.
But you'd rather have it all to yourself, right?
Oh yeah. I want the whole big pile.
Well, I want to kill my sisters so I can have the world to myself. Make sense?
No, I don't get it.
Never mind. Come on.
Mikhail's
let's
a
go.
communist.
I've got a sister.
Okay.
Okay. He goes to sleep.
Just conks out.
I don't think Mikhail would vote for Biden, but I do think he would vote for the last name that he was told before he went into the poll box.
Yeah.
Like, people would just be like, you should vote for this good space guy. And he's like, space, I love space.
Well, you said good things about him, so I'll vote for him.
Well, his first name has the word good in it. He has to be good, right? Spear's not only pack of power. Yeah, okay.
So now you have the kid joining you.
All
Yep.
troops, defensive positions.
Cool.
Your invasion ends here, demon.
Well,
Wow, I forgot that because it's small, it really doesn't have a lot of reach.
Yeah.
There we go.
Now we're reaching. Ancient book, you say?
Yeah. That's Grimoire pink.
Ah, I got it.
Well,
I think it was a Grimoire white.
it was Grimoire Weiss, though.
Grimoire white.
Grimoire
White!
Grimoire what? Oh yeah, I forgot that you can charge them with your spear. Oh.
Damn it.
So as the course of this game goes on, basically all of the men in the game, so the soldiers and the men that you pick up as your disciples who will join you, are pretty much Yoko Taro going, this is what you sound like. This is what you sound like when you talk about women in video
want me to chop
games.
them off for you?
Fine, fine, I'll shut up.
Which again, I love Yoko Taro's commitment to just doing stupid bits with his game. Yeah, I know that. Dragon!
It's not like dragon. This must be the edge of the world. We gotta do everything we can here. Yeah.
And I'm using Nier's Blade for this.
Is in the pudding.
Do you get the same moveset?
No, each weapon has different movesets. In fact, if you go up here, you can see the various combos and shit that you have for each weapon.
Okay.
I will not be memorizing them because I'm not a fucking nerd. I play video games like a real person. I just hit buttons until everything on screen is dead.
You would love Dynasty Warriors. Actually, you would hate Dynasty Warriors.
Here's the thing, everyone, after the multiple people who watched me play Drakengard were like, you would love Dynasty Warriors.
You would probably really like the gameplay of Dynasty Warriors, but if there's one thing you don't do, it's play video games for the gameplay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I the thing is, I probably would really like it because I like the zenning out quality of this and Drakengard 1. But it's something where it's like, yeah, but I I would basically just play Dynasty Warriors and then listen to a podcast.
We could ask Meeks if there's any weird Dynasty Warriors games, because Meeks really likes Dynasty Warriors.
Oh yeah, I think actually we might have talked about it at one point, and he was like, oh yeah, you'd probably like this one because it's real fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Watch me go.
Because, like, the best Dynasty Warriors game...
Whoop. What?
The best Dynasty Warriors game that exists is Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, that's
which
what
is
I
a
heard.
Zelda game.
And now I've got two less to babysit. Whatever, Grandma. You want to die?
Like, Hyrule Warriors is the best Dynasty Warriors game, like, hands down.
No, that's what I've heard because it's actually well polished, right?
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of polish, the characters are fun, like there's a lot of good levels and tons of content. It's just balanced really well.
All right, Dito, you gonna just hang out over there? All right. Well, bye.
I'm not jumping.
Damn it, Thor. Making me come all the way out here.
That guy just like ran past me.
Yeah.
Hardly worth hiding in some secret wild paradise.
Isn't there a Berserk one that's not that bad? I don't know.
This hiking is gonna turn
I
me
know
into
there's a
muscled
Berserk
out
one, but-
freak. I'm not into the buff macho look. Kinda creeps me out.
Literally, it's just a horror twink.
I see it on my partner.
Less bitching, more climbing.
Do the jumping puzzles, twink.
Because there was also a Fist of the North Star Warriors game, which I think was bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A bad game, you say?
I'm sure
Not like
we'll
good
be spending
bad.
another night with fun.
A bad game, you say?
That nipple freak was always making me try some new kink she heard about.
What's the key?
That game's so weird.
I love anytime anything sex related comes in. Mikhail popping in like a child. What's that?
Yeah.
What's a blowjob? Don't pick that up.
Put that down. What's in your mouth?
Stop!
What's in your mouth? Spit it out.
If I was in the business of commissioning like fan art, I would absolutely get somebody to draw like that old painting of the guy pulling something out of a like out of like a weird lion's mouth. Then people will always post it as like when your dog has something and starts chewing faster, and it's just that with Zero and Mikhail. Oh, good. I can summon my dragon.
I'm a fucking dragon.
There we go.
She's here. It's
Hang on, Zorella,
No offense, but if I'm gonna get help, I'm gonna get it from Zero.
We must give Lady 4 time to escape.
I asked for you. He just wants to be good so much. He just wants so much love. I love him.
Those bulging muscles. Gross. If any of these kids put the moves on me, I'd stab them in the face.
If any of these guys tried to fuck me, I would not have sex with them.
Roomiest place for all these guys.
Less talk, more murder.
Yeah, well, I'm a rookie compared to your boss there.
Either way, killing is hard, right?
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea such an intoner existed. A far cry from Lady 4.
Yeah, whatever that sound file was probably wasn't important.
Yeah, just
Whatever
stop.
Whatever that conversation was.
Yeah,
probably
just.
wasn't important.
May Lady 4 be forever blessed.
We can't win.
Robbie, can you click that that image
Yeah,
for me?
sure.
Lady 4 can't.
I want to see it.
I'll look it up on my
Break them
phone.
down. It's crazy how much effort Thor spent securing this place.
That's an intoner. Accessing to the point of a...
I like that.
Well, present company accepted and all that.
I could obsess over killing you.
I think what I like about this is that sometimes I'll like go in toner mode and then have to backtrack because I like blew past something that I wanted to collect.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Don't know when to quit, huh? Reminds me of a certain summer.
Dude, get over it. She's dead.
Hold on, there's some dudes back here I forgot to kill.
Hut, 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 hut,
Hut,
hut,
hut,
hut, hut.
hut, 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 hut.
Imagine we're like, oh, thank God.
I don't think they noticed. Took him a second to catch up.
What's this kid's weapon? It's like a sniper.
It is a sphere, I believe. So he can like stab people with it. Well, it basically just looks like a big ass sword.
Yeah.
Oh, there's people up there. Which means there's probably an item up. Can I not?
Do you go up there later?
No, there's a path here. It's probably a treasure up here then.
Treasure.
Yeah, there is. Okay.
We're protecting this treasure chest.
Lady 4 wanted us to protect this gold material.
Never understand what Lady 4 means to us.
Kick.
Cool, got a new weapon. Need more of those, I guess.
We had to go up there for 100%.
I mean, again, like I said, to get some of the endings, you do have to get like get and upgrade every weapon, and that's why I said it's like, yeah, I'm probably gonna be doing some grinding off screen once we get near the end game, or once we get to parts where like I need to upgrade shit in order to progress.
Right. Puppy!
Oh, puppy! Oh, puppy here! Oh, thank God, I can summon my big dog.
2 puppies!
Oh, puppy v puppy.
Well, there's a piece of bad news.
The Cerberus, huh? What's the plan, boss?
The plan. I was thinking we'd kill it.
Shocker!
Zero, this is tough. A real tough one.
I know. Stop repeating everything.
Maybe I can breathe some fire from up here?
As long as you don't hit me with it.
Yeesh, it's a face only a mother could love. I mean, seriously, with a mug like that, it's no wonder he became a monster. I almost feel bad for the guy. Oh well.
What if Steven Universe talked like this?
Start watching it.
Does he talk like that? Because I would if he did, yeah. Oh, you see? I thought you were telling me to start watching it. Gee, Pearl. You and your fun bags, those you.
I'm getting some stupid monsters.
I gotta do call for work.
Okay, so Robbie's gonna fuck off for a little bit.
Yeah. Jay, you have to entertain them.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Who wants to get in a Discord call?
Yeah, can someone replace?
Can someone replace this thing for me? They haven't really been pulling their weight so far. They've been back up here and get to see if we can get some health out of these.
Be careful, Zero. I'll try a little hard too, eh?
I don't know if we kill so much.
I did a few times.
Honestly, what else could you ask for from a son other than that? What he's just he's just on the mountain. I was like, wait a second, is he just stuck in the background there? All right, well, 2/3 of the Cerberus is gone, so I guess we're fine now.
Boy, that was one tough talk, huh? I was nervous the whole time.
Why? It's not like I was going to lose. And don't call it a pup.
I don't know why she's so against calling it a pup when that is clearly what it was.
So, once things calm down, maybe you and me could have some fun. I mean, you are a lot more attractive than old blubberbags after all.
If I feel like it.
So yeah, the thing I mentioned earlier, where like she, like like all the.
Is that it, or?
She's a virgin in tone. Think about it.
Yeah, well, we must have a real stick up her ass.
Anyway, so yeah,
What kind of idiot disciple would serve a virgin?
the bit here where she steals all of her disciples.
I can imagine.
Is also a thing where this game is basically about her forming her own harem of boys that she fucks and brings around with her.
Plus, I might roll over and smush her.
Man, that's rich. We'll tell you what. You just stay away from us tonight, all right? I'll take care of Z.
Try not to crush her.
If anyone's gonna get crushed, I hope it's me.
Her footsteps.
One of my favorite things to do in this game as I get more into it is basically just swapping weapons out mid slaughtering a huge group of people.
Lady Ford's with Decanus. I'm sure she's
And
safe.
upgrade.
Let's hope so.
So using the sphere to break through a bunch of shield guys, and then just switching to my sword, which is longer range, and slashing through them. Oh. Oh, is my voice really low? Okay.
Hell is up with this mutt.
Some dogs just don't know when to give up.
Fuck. Oh, that that was that was my mistake for attempting to get the health item instead of just immediately going into toner mode.
It's Cerberus, idiot.
Yeah, you idiot. Pay attention.
Oh, he's trying.
Ugh, look at that nasty thing. Fighting to stay alive. Nothing worse than some stupid chump who doesn't know how ugly he is. I'll put you back where you belong.
I love it. I love just the implication that he's just like getting really worked up about this, and that's why he's like, "Hey Zero, you wanna like fuck tonight?" Looking at you all covered in blood. Got me feeling some kind of way. I think the Cerberus has also become like kind of a recurring enemy type. I know that there's at least one part later in the game where they're like a huge pain in the ass to fight because like they just keep throwing them at you, and it becomes like a little bit. I think it's in one of the like later because like this is the Yoko Taro game thing where it's like to get the multiple endings you replay through specific parts of it. I think it's on one of the multiple like replay areas where it happens. Oh fuck. Zero, please fuck me. Damn, I really was defeated. Thankfully, it'll start me at the checkpoint, I think. Extremely twink. I will, however, be real back run second, because Robbie left something in here that I gotta take to him. Oh, that shirt. Hey, I'm back. It turns out my room has been very hot from having the door shut and running. Ah, fuck.
Break him down. It's crazy how much effort Force been securing this place.
That's an encounter for you. Excessive to the point of obsession. Well, present company accepted and all that.
Thankfully, I guess, because it's a checkpoint, it decided to just start me back over here. Yeah, James, for some reason you somehow managed to move here, like, not only just in time for quarantine to happen, but also just in time for it to get hot for, like, the 1 month of the year that it gets hot. And it's been unusually hot this year, or, like, this week specifically. Did I get that case up there? I don't know if it's saved that case up there, so I'm gonna go double check it. But yeah, it's really hot in my room, and it turns out that running a PS3 emulator on my computer really kind of fuck me. All right, really kind of makes my room even hotter. So I'm like, basically, I stepped out to go take this to take Robbie's phone to him because he had left it down here, and just immediately was like, oh my god, it's 20 degrees cooler than the rest of my fucking house. Okay, cool. Did not save it, so I did have to come back up here to get that.
She's here. The demon in Toner is
My
here.
stamina was not high up enough for that.
We all should have known.
Kind of freaky how wimpy these guys are.
Zero's with us. She makes everything.
Watch out. There's more.
Don't know when to quit, huh? Reminds me of a certain something.
Oh, cool. I get to refight the little dude. How long does it take to play this game once? I don't think it actually takes that long, and it's kind of similar to Nier and Nier Automata, where a lot of the replay is sort of like back end, like more of like the back end of the story. I want to say like 6, 7 hours maybe to like play through it. I can like look it up, but I definitely remember when I played through it the first time. I was playing like all the Yoko Taro games, and Drakengard 3 was like the fastest one. Nier was pretty quick to beat. Drakengard 1 took forever, but that's just because of the stuff I've been talking about earlier, where it's like if you die on a level, you have to replay it, and some of the levels can take like 45 minutes to an hour to beat. Oh yeah, Megan, you would know, because like you also played through this around the same time I did, and I think you watched me replay a lot of it. That's sort of also why I said like I'm definitely gonna be like grinding off screen, because there's definitely some parts where like I'm probably just gonna have to be doing all of those side missions I was talking about earlier and killing a bunch of enemies, which isn't really something that I think would make for a super fun stream to watch. Especially because it would mostly just be me getting really annoyed at how spotty the game is sometimes. The frame rate issues might be fixed, but I definitely remember there's some parts where like I would jump on a platform and just fucking no clip right through it. Megan, and that is where you are weak, because I did do that, but I did not get the true ending of the game, because that was I just looked that up. I have not gotten the true ending of this game or of Drakengard 1, because they are fucking bullshit, introducing completely new mechanics that do not work at all.
And don't call it a putt.
One thing I do like, at least, is that your little helper guys don't really have any health bar. It just kind of is all your health, which is great, because then you don't have to really maintain them either. The downside is their fight AI isn't really that great. It gets easier once you have like more of them, and you can kind of pick them based on their weapons for what will make them useful. But it's not like you can hang back and they'll start doing anything useful.
Yeah, well, you almost have a real stick-upper ass. What kind of idiot disciple would serve a virgin in Toner?
Not me. Probably some depraved pervert.
I can imagine.
Yeah, no, that rhythm game is actually like basically impossible to beat, I'm pretty sure, unless you are like insanely like good at like not just rhythm games but like predictive rhythm games, because there is stuff in that where it's like you aren't going to be able to see the actual button keys you need to press. You just need to be able to figure them out. And then even if you get through all of that, at the very, very end, the screen is like black of like a cutscene. and it's like, oh, by the way, there's going to be a tone that you'll hear, and you have to match the beat for that, or you will fail it, because if you miss it, it counts as failing the minigame. Yeah, that part.
Waiting for it for seconds. I'm sure she's safe. Let's hope so.
The bit about like what kind of a guy would do a virgin intoner, I'm pretty sure has to deal with the, again, like I said, the intoners are definitely drawn on, in part, Japanese like idol culture, and I feel like that specifically is supposed to be a bit about like, the weird way in which like them being super virginal is like part of their appeal for some of them. Yes. Yeah, it is an extremely unforgiving rhythm game, and it is. I'm shocked that there are people who beat it, like ever, like period. Like even in the vanilla like PS3 mode, I'm surprised that people beat it. They have. I've watched YouTubes of it. I can only assume it's because gamers are in fact insane people and will do these kinds of things.
Idiot, pay attention.
Drakengard 1 also ends on a nearly impossible rhythm game in order to get the true ending, which is a shame because it also involves you transporting forward in time to modern-day Japan, and when you beat that minigame, you unlock a fighter jet skin for your dragon. That's Drakengard 1. I did die once, by the way.
Did you fuck your sister yet? Oh, I didn't miss anything.
Yeah,
right.
no, you didn't miss anything. I just came. I came. Well, you left before. This is round 2 of fighting the Cerebus.
Oh, fuck.
I cut off all but one of his heads.
Looks like you're having fun with this fight.
The Cerebuses aren't the best.
Hi, Skylar.
Oh.
This is some sad music.
Well, Dito got fucking roasted. Dito's got fucking flame broiled. Robbie, help me come up with this bit here.
Okay.
With Dito. So you did miss Dito saying that he does want to fuck Lady Zero now.
Okay.
In the middle of you slaughtering people, the implication being that it made him horny.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, it's very... No, it's fine. Anyway, so I'm trying to think of like modern Zoomer Dito, and like the kind of Twitter account they would have where it would just be constant like reblogs of Gyro and stuff, but like everything is like content warning tagged, but like in ways that don't make sense. Like it would be like a dude with his guts just spilled out, but it would just be like content warning, eye strain.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
He'd get pissed off at pronouns in bio.
he's an edgelord. He's a Gyro-chan edgelord. Oh, so here's where we're introduced to this plot. So canonically, when Zero dies, her flower blooms, and she is horrifyingly reborn through it.
So, that's how an intoner regenerates?
And that is how an intoner regenerates.
This can't end until all of them are dead. It can't end.
Zero, you're naked.
Spooky.
The screen does not show Dito's boner on it. He's crossing his legs.
Yeah.
He's got those big, roomy Mickey Mouse pants to hide it in.
Doesn't want you to see anything. Congratulations on the level up. Congratulations on the level up.
Thank you. I love to level up.
I
Congratulations
hate when
on the
people
soft
repeat
gloss.
themselves.
Oh, that's a line from the
like
game.
bit.
Yeah, I
It's
forgot
like
about that.
like
Yeah.
a little gimmick there.
By the way, I put your other phone upstairs because you left it down here.
I was gonna say thank you. I thought I left it upstairs. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Oh, I'm having a fucking stroke. That tracks for me.
Did you stop streaming to bring my phone upstairs?
No, I died, and so while it was like loading to the next screen, I just ran upstairs.
Hold on, chat. Got to bring my roommate's phone upstairs.
Oh wait, forgot
Begin
I gotta...
the mission.
You know what? Might as well. I can't. Don't have enough.
You could buy a strength.
Oh, I already
potion.
have 2 recovery potions that I keep forgetting to use.
What does strength potions do?
It boosts your attack power for a limited amount of time.
That seems useless.
Never. I don't think I ever used it. Anyway, you know what? Let's just buy Thunderlord while we're here.
I love you, Thunderlord. Make love to me, Thunderlord.
Yeah. Can I upgrade any of these? Well, I guess I don't have enough money to do that anymore.
Right.
Let's see if I have any new weapons that are worth grabbing. Well, I have the Thunderlord, which is weaker, and I have the Ceremonial Blade, which is weaker.
Did you? Oh, okay.
I bought and found a new sword.
I was like, did you buy the Thunderlord so that you can buy the Thunderlord? But no, this is your.
This is my inventory. Yeah.
Menu. Just stick with what you got. What was that thing that was 55?
That is the Sinful Scream upgraded, and it's a large blade, so I guess we'll equip that so we can get a sense of how that works.
Big sword.
Basically, it means it's slower, but it has a lot further reach. Kind of basic concept there.
Dito. Why is her name Dito?
So it actually turns out Yokotaro's a huge fan of that song. And there'll be no white flag above my door. You know that song?
Yeah.
That song's by a band named Dito. That's the bit that I'm doing.
Oh.
But it's of a D instead of a T.
What's the real reason?
I don't know.
Sounds cool.
It sounds like the name a Shakespearean kid would have.
I have those questions about weird names, but it's not like, why is this character named Jack in Resident Evil? Just like
I don't
Dito's
get
so
it. Why is
weird.
his name Solid Snake?
Yeah.
So, that left arm of yours is fake, right, Zero?
Me having a normal conversation.
So how do you move it around then?
There's a parasite that attaches it to my body.
What? Not a machine or anything? Freaky. Can I see it?
Dito's gonna be so excited when he finds out that in the future Rotten.com exists.
Some other time.
I can't wait to go on Live Leak.
Mikael is like the little brother that is like Dito's like, hey, come in here, I want to show you something.
Knock it off.
You know, this sister of yours is more trouble than she's worth.
Always saying that.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
See, that trick you did earlier was really neat. Why don't you make a new one instead of using that?
He just doesn't understand that that's not like a trick. He's just like, that was really cool.
I have my reasons. Grown-up reasons.
Man, grown-ups sure have it tough.
Yep. Now shut up.
Got it.
Desperately want a version of this game where Mikael is voiced by Tara Strong.
Yeah.
That fake arm, you can regrow your body? You're amazing, Zero.
God, I love Mikael.
All we wound up finding
Stupid
out was
lizard.
the lousy
Stupid lizard boy.
Hey, Zero.
Yes.
I was flying around earlier, trying to be helpful and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think I saw a shrine over in that direction. It looked big. Really big.
Oh, Mikael is voiced by Amy Rose, though.
Yeah, someone was mentioning that they're voiced by the Sonic
Something
Boom
about
Amy
that.
Rose.
Oh, from specifically Sonic Boom.
They
That actually
say
makes
the
sense.
shrine
They've
in
got
the
the same
land
sort
of
of
mountains is spread
delivery.
out like a plaza.
So what? North then? All right, let's go.
I'm gonna get that that episode where Amy Rose argues with Knuckles about feminism and just like pitch it up a little bit.
Wow, Knuckles, you know so much about feminism.
Wow, Zero.
Wow, Zero, I'm really excited you invited me to Mitch Fest.
The enemy's counterattack grew increasingly desperate.
By the way, that cutscene
And
is
the
also the
shrine
start
where
of
Four
the
was said to be
the
hiding
thing where it's
out
like the
was
whole
itself
little
hidden
lovable
within a
gang of
massive
idiots
defensive facility.
doesn't really have a plan, so it's just like, what, north? All right, yeah, let's go there.
Dumb. Fuck it.
A lot of this game is just gonna be them being like, you think that you think you saw them there? Sure, let's go.
Big sword.
I would assume that's Four's hideout.
Look at the size of that place. Your sis must be real scared of dying.
Yeah, like a weirdo. What, hello? Hello? Where are you going?
What say you go burn some shit?
But they'll all catch on fire.
That's the idea.
Ow.
That guy just blasted you through this fucking.
Yeah, that guy
closed area.
just fucking knocked me the fuck out. All right. Came up to me like, oh, I like your cut, cuh.
That guy really wanted to fuck the intoner.
Yeah.
Lady Thor's great nation will be smashed to rubble. Damn idiots, open your eyes. Don't give up. No, you open your eyes. We're all gonna die here.
No, you open your eyes.
Who are these guards voiced by?
I want to say Richard Horvitz actually voices a guard
It
later.
sounds like them.
Megan, you'd know for sure. Is Richard Horvitz one of the voices in this? I feel like
I feel
there's
like they were in the first one or something. Like I remember them being.
like I definitely remember hearing a scream and being like, "That's Zim. That's
Yeah.
Invader Zim screaming." But I don't remember if it was in this one or not.
Richard
Okay,
did
it's
do
probably
a
this
voice
one.
in this game.
There's my boy.
Matthew Mercer.
There he goes. Got him. See, if you do it like that, you get tattered cloths when you kill him.
God, I have no idea where to go. Oh, thank God the arrow's still
Yeah.
here. Thank goodness.
Oh man, I was gonna try to go this way.
Why won't the game? I thought I had to go this way. Okay.
This would be like if you were on a rail shooter and then the game still told you where to go.
Yeah.
That sounded like Sim.
Put it out. You hear that? Listen to them. Those poor fools are burning up.
Dito be like, "Have you heard of this band White House?"
Man, I'm gonna sleep great tonight.
You're pretty fucked up, aren't you?
You really know how to compliment a fella.
Robbie, for the next stream, do you want to draw for me, or should I just do photoshops?
Someone's an eager beaver.
The
You
fuck
don't
am I
have
gonna
to.
draw
Hey,
you?
dummy.
Oh, I was gonna say, could you draw Dito as just like a edgelord in a Higoe shirt?
Oh yeah, sure.
Shut up and
I
take
can
it.
Photoshop that.
I'll handle these shits on board.
I mean, I could do the Photoshop as well.
He's got an Ahegao hoodie.
He's got a Tumblr. He's got his phone open to Tumblr and it's a cracked screen.
He just posts like suicide memes all day.
He's just Photoshop him into the TFW no
I was
GF.
literally about to say he's just a fucking dude from TFW no GF.
Hey, you know what's great about streaming is that I could theoretically put that in a smaller window in the corner and just have that going while we're playing this
I think
game.
you would get the stream taken down.
I probably, yeah. I mean, I guess that is technically hosted on Amazon, so they probably would immediately pick up
There's
on it.
like movies I'm trying to find out like tangentially with like if they've made anything recently or if there's been any recent releases of like can I get away with just playing this on my stream? And so far for about 4 months I've been playing Chargeman Ken episodes every time I go live. So
yeah, no, that works. I was gonna say I know that there's some like one of those like bigger like Twitter people. I know that they have a stream where they'll just stream shit on it because I know that they streamed the Arthur Chu documentary while playing I think Grand Theft Auto. Like just had it in the corner of the screen.
the best one is still somebody watching the UFC match but like holding a controller
Yeah.
as if he's like playing.
What was the one? What were they streaming? There was some stream where somebody was streaming it, but it was like in their. It was like in the
In a
reflection of their.
glasses,
Yeah. God, I wish I could remember what that was because that was a great
I
bit.
think it was a game that didn't come out yet.
I'm sick and twisted. Oh fuck! God damn it! God damn it!
Relax, would
It's
you?
fine.
I'm in the middle of something.
Literally, just go up the stairs and she just will fucking fly off at the wrong angle because she's trying to kill that dude.
Oh, Megan owns the rights to Chargeman Ken, so it's okay. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Megan.
Awesome.
It's really great having connections like that.
Yeah.
Do we have any connections at Twitch who can just keep me from getting banned? I know that that's a thing on Twitter. Like you can just not get banned on Twitter if you know the right people.
If you're super big, then there's got to be some type of protection because people be getting away with a lot of shit.
Megan, you're right. Especially, so Megan and I both have trauma for exactly these stairs because one of the
Because of that one challenge, right?
yeah, because one of the challenges will be here, and they're always the worst challenges, and you'll get stuck in corners on it because of it.
Yeah.
Again, you probably will not be seeing this because I probably will not be streaming me doing the challenges because they're fucking miserable.
Right. You think it'll be harder or easier with the game in slow motion?
That's actually a pretty good idea. By the way, I found out with the patch you can actually get, I think it's like 120 frames per second, but then you will not be able to jump correctly. And this game already has some issues with the jumping physics sometimes, so.
That's what Dark Souls 2 was like. In Dark Souls 2, if you run it on PC at 60 frames per second, the game wasn't able to handle it. So like your weapon durability is based on your frame rate, and
yeah,
because
doesn't
it's
it like
locked at 30
deteriorate
frames per second? That it was just running fine. But if it's at 60 frames per second, then it goes down twice as fast.
So funny.
Yeah.
Remember how mad people got at the idea that like Dark Souls games have like are frame locked for a reason and not just because of like game dev laziness or whatever? Okay, you don't have to answer that question, I guess. I know it's really personal. I know
where you're coming from. It's just like, I don't know. I see both sides of the argument, and a lot of the times where I'm like, if a game runs at 30 frames per second, it's okay, it's fine. And people are like, if this game doesn't run at 60, I'm not gonna fucking buy it. It's like, okay. If you really give a shit that much, then fucking don't play the game.
Bitch, if you care that much, just look twice as fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this guy. I was like, what's it? I just got knocked the fuck out by this tall Minotaur-ass dude. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that you were loaded in.
Ogre.
Dances. Where'd you learn that word anyway?
Alright, later.
Where did Mikhail learn that word?
Yeah, dumber than hammers.
Yeah, smarter than.
Thank you, Mikhail, for killing that guy while I insulted you.
Oh, there he is.
Oh yeah, Mikhail will come down sometimes and just help you fight guys.
That's right, please, suckers!
So funny, Bill.
Are you telling a joke, Ditto? I love jokes. Alright, well, you do that. Go grab some items while you're having fun over there.
Yeah.
You know, I really wish Mikhail would just come down more often because he's really just defeating these enemies for me.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Mikhail. Did Mikhail just zone out, just like phase out of existence after that?
I think he's still there. Unless I missed it. Oh, no, he's gone.
The gate just opened.
Good.
Mikhail, where'd you go? I turned invisible.
I have that power,
Zero, don't you know, dragons can all turn invisible. When the frame rate reaches 20, I disappear.
If it be for Lady 4, I'll gladly surrender my own life.
Well, I guess you're gonna give your own life. Hey, I hope she sees this, bro.
Fuck, what if I gave my life for Lady 4? Haha, fuck!
Unless.
By the way, you're my kind of beautiful.
Now I'm just imagining Dito doing like Casey Frey like videos. Just like, hey, I think we
Dito.
I'm Dito. I think we should like meet up.
No, but like shout outs to all the followers. Fuck!
Fuck. Oh, it's fucking hot in here.
Yo,
Girl, if you really loved me, you'd carve my name into your chest.
all I gotta say, in Toner Girls,
It's about
hit me
time.
up. Fuck!
A real fight.
He's just posting frames from My Chan's daily life on his Twitter with "Need me a freak like this."
Yeah.
Are you okay?
What if I'm
What?
not?
If you're not okay, run.
Run away and do what?
Run away and live happily ever after somewhere else. Remember, Zero.
Oh, there's the frame rate.
Oh, for the love of... Who taught you that happy horseshit?
I know. Pretty great, huh?
Who
Shut
did
up,
teach him
idiot.
all this
It
stuff?
wasn't a compliment.
Does he read?
Probably. Honestly, he probably reads. Or it could be the narrator who's been talking over this game for a good chunk of the time.
Where do dragons get their knowledge?
From hordes, right? That's what dragons hoard is knowledge.
Knowledge.
You know, I summoned summoned the dragon. Didn't really seem like
he
he
did
came
his
through.
attack.
I know that'll respawn at some point, or like after, like it has like a cooldown period. No, this is my favorite attack. It's just the jump and slash, the jump over their head and slash.
Doesn't seem to be doing that
These things have like really high health bars.
Got it.
Oh, and they're naked now.
Oh my god, he's naked.
Looks like he's been circumcisioned, huh, Zero?
Zero.
Whoa, what's... Oh, sorry, he's going sicko mode now.
Damn.
He's just... Slurp.
Didn't need that.
You okay, dude?
He's having a rough time.
Hey, you know what? I can go sicko mode too.
Now you're doing it.
Yeah, you said in the chat, it really just like the game does not feel like Drakengard 3 if I can see the frames loading properly.
Yeah. Need my fucking
What's that?
Fraps FPS counter at the top right.
Oh, we got one up here in the top left. Been keeping an eye on
Yeah,
it.
look at that.
I will say it hasn't dipped below 20, which is still very impressive for Drakengard 3.
That is extremely impressive.
All right, well, guess we'll just go forward.
Shit, this barricade's in the way.
Let me out! Let me out, Zero!
All right.
Go for it.
She can just jump really high though, can't she?
Well, Dito can't.
Oh.
Don't worry, Mikkel's got this.
Sit still, damn it, or I'm gonna.
Do you see why I love this game?
It's wacky.
You're mean, Zero!
Mean? You're a fucking idiot. Come on, 4's waiting.
Fine.
That's like another thing about Yoko Taro's type of like women that he has in his games that I love.
Rough sailing right there.
Is that there's always just like a really foul-mouthed
You
one.
didn't get caught in a collapse.
Well, I figured your pal there wasn't smart enough to blow up just
You
there.
thinking?
So I hung back to see what would happen.
I fucking hate Dito.
Yeah, Dito is the worst. And the second I have enough disciples to not have him around, he's not hanging around much.
I assume every character in this game dies painfully, so I hope that his comes soon.
Unfortunately, all of my disciples are canon and stay with me until basically near the end of the game.
Damn, that sucks.
Damn, that sucks.
Damn, fuck.
Damn, shoddy, you fart with that ass?
You fart?
Hey, if any girls kill, hit me up.
Damn, if you like want to murder your sisters, let me know. You can chill out.
You know, you ever see like those like news articles from like small towns in America where it's just like a dude who's been dating a girl for like 2 weeks, just like, oh, you want me to kill your mom for like insurance money?
Sure.
Yeah, dude, I'm totally down for that. I think I could get real into that. That's Dito.
Yeah.
Dito has committed multiple life insurance frauds at this point in his life.
That's no intoner. That's a monster.
No, I'm just saying.
I think what's great too about having Dito around is that like it's really clear Zero doesn't like him either.
Yeah.
But she does. You having fun there, Dito? But she still fucks him. She like sees him being like, oh yeah, I knew your dragon was gonna fuck the bridge up, so I just hung out back and watched. Anyway, let's go kill some dudes so I can get rock hard. And she just goes, fuck, I can't not fuck him.
It'd be so easy not to fuck him.
But she just can't not fuck him. It's a double negative situation. God, where's that arrow telling me where to go?
Where do I go?
Before Citadel there.
Zero, I don't think we can go in the normal way.
What do you mean?
My bouncy breasts also jiggle when I breathe.
That's just the frame rate. That's the frame rate speeding up.
Think she's so goddamn clever, does she?
Well, I know. We'll just have you fly over there and knock the bridge over.
You heard her. Make us proud, dragon.
I will, I promise.
I'm a dragon.
I'm a dragon. Ow. monster, dude. Thank you. Thank you for hitting Dito instead of me. I feel like there's probably, given like some of this stuff like that, there's probably in the design documents that Yoko Taro wanted characters just like Mortal Kombat Gib fatality. Oh.
Hey, Zero,
What?
what kind of sister is Zero?
The sleazy kind.
You mean she's slutty like Five?
Who taught him?
1 second. Yeah, me.
Not quite like that. She acts all sugary sweet on the surface. Deep down, she's evil. I mean, you kind of have to be evil to be a virgin until.
Am I right?
What's a virgin?
Never mind that.
So you really can't get along with her?
Really, I can't deal with virgins.
Can't deal with virgins?
No, I can't.
You can't make a
Not
deal with
properly.
virgins.
Bro, I don't get it.
What?
Why do they like this?
Why is who like this? Zero?
All these characters.
What do you mean? They're normal. You don't talk like this with your friends?
No!
You don't talk like this here in our house?
No!
I don't. You can, listen, you can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me.
Why don't you go up there?
Because there's treasure up there, probably, but I'm low on health. Oh, wait. I forgot that I had a recovery potion.
You have pots.
Oh, hey, these guys came back.
Why doesn't Zero just tell Mikhail all these things? What does she care?
Because, you know, he's still a kid. She'll make him murder. But she's not a monster.
Zero has absolutely killed children. You will probably kill a child in this game.
She said at the start, she said at the top of this game, I will kill the elderly, men, women, and children to get to my sisters. But I do not think there are any children in the game to kill. It's kind of a Fallout 3 situation. Oh, that was cool.
Damn, I wish you could kill kids in this game.
Yeah, I wish you could reverse pickpocket grenades into them, like in Fallout 3.
Yeah, it'd be a better game.
Anyway, the reason like she's like that is because there's the whole bit we talked about earlier of the intoners being like super hypersexual, so their disciples' job is to fuck them.
No,
So her being a virgin is
I
don't trust it.
I know why it's. I get it lore-wise.
Yeah. But why is it written like that?
But why does the girl breathe through her skin mean that she has to not wear clothes?
Oh, well, okay. I mean, do you want me to give me my real pretentious hipster irony bullshit answer?
For the love of God, yeah.
So my actual... Hold on, I have to defeat the enemy soldiers. So the actual reason I read it as is that it's essentially a bit on, like, the commodification of virginity and, like, how that's actually, like, extremely creepy under capitalism. Because, again, the intoners are supposed to be... And I was explaining this while you're gone, even. The intoners are supposed to be, like, Japanese pop idol type characters, essentially. Like that is the modern goddess in our culture, so therefore that is how they are in this game.
So it's an Evangelion with chutzpah.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's supposed to be that, where it's like, she's a virgin because it's a riff on the sort of pop idol character whose persona is that they're sweet and virginal and innocent, but, like, that's supposed to be, like, a sexual thing, that they're sweet and virginal and innocent. So it's her being like, that's creepy and weird and I don't like it and I don't trust it. Okay. It's also that Yoko Taro is just a fucking freak.
Yeah.
Mikhail literally just broke me out of intoner mode.
Talking's even more of a pain in the
Bro,
ass.
what if you die?
I'd rather just kill
Do you have any more potions?
Yeah. But I'm immortal while I'm using intoner mode.
Oh, got it.
It's like the star in Mario. Except that I cut people's heads off.
Right.
Oh, are there archers? Is that who's killing me?
Well, it was. Now they're dead.
Oh. Yeah, I don't need that yet. Because there's one of these.
Ah. No, didn't really do that much.
Yeah, by the way, people watching the stream who've never seen me play a video game, I'm not good at video games. Don't watch the stream if you want to see someone good at this game.
Jay's really bad at these.
No, just video games. Not these specifically.
What, video games? You pointed at a video game.
No, I thought you meant the Drakengard games.
No.
I was gonna say I'm pretty decent at the Drakengard games, all things considered.
They're not too hard to be good at.
Listen, I have to press this X button, which is an A because I'm using a different controller, a lot.
I'm pretty good at cookie clicker. All right, so.
Listen, I'm great at visual novels.
Yeah. I've beaten so many, and I update the time to beat page every time.
Cool, Flintstone. Feminine step feels like in the room.
I don't know what that is.
So we're hitting 6:20.
Yeah, let's end it.
Yeah, so we're probably gonna end this here because Robbie, do you have something you want to promote while I buy a recovery potion medium?
Yeah, let me see if it's still happening.
Okay. So Robbie is going to be having a protest. Again, is going to be protesting the new mask laws that they just passed here in Washington.
Yeah, they just don't make sense.
They just don't make sense. Robbie has like a condition where if he's not spitting in your face while he talks, he just like can't talk at all. It's an Italian thing,
How
right?
else am I supposed to shoot my speaking goo at others if I'm wearing these stupid masks? And it's like,
oh
you know.
my god, JJ, shut the fuck up. This bit
sorry.
sucks.
Okay.
JJ, I'm really glad we were able to convince you to try to finally play this. I'm
not. That sucks. I'm sorry.
I am gonna shut the fuck up. I am gonna continue streaming this at some point, probably later this week, probably whenever Robbie wants to do this, or I get someone else to come on.
What, you don't want me, my thrilling commentary?
Yeah, I do, but I didn't know if you wanted to come back.
Think about all the great things I have to say about Drakengard.
You're on your phone. You're on your phone right now. We're having this conversation.
If you're not doing anything in 30 minutes, my good friend Okidoki Dev at Okidoki Dev on Twitch and Twitter is streaming some Paper Mario and the Origami King, which is a little bit more my speed.
Yeah, because it's also a cookie clicker game.
It's a baby game.
It's a baby game for babies.
When I play Origami King, I don't need to think about the deep intricacies of war or politics or incest. So I think I like that game a little bit.
I think one of my favorite I should get Avi on here actually.
Okay.
At some point, we should try to do that.
All
set
right.
that up. Avi's probably. I don't know why I turned to the screen as if Avi was in the chat.
Avi, you in the chat?
But I was having a conversation with, and we were talking about how like the way Yoko Taro, like incest is a weird theme in Yoko Taro's work.
Yeah.
And we've decided that it's just like that's like his shorthand for just like codependency.
Okay.
And I assume it's because he doesn't know what the word codependency is.
Right. Yeah. There's probably lots you could say about Yoko Taro and incest.
And we won't be saying them in a document that will be saved online and as such could be cited in a legal case.
You gotta listen to Film Critters for that.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you. I'll let you guys know whenever I'm doing Drakengard 3. Again, it'll probably be announced on my Twitter, twitter.com/fussybabybitch. It's in my bio thing on there. It's the one that's under ThunderdomeChristmasAlbum.rar.
Yeah, you gotta click that to figure out it's the Twitter account
instead of a RAR file.
Instead of a zip file, yeah.
Any other closing thoughts? Thank you.
This is,
hey, no joke. First stream I've done.
well,
as like
that
host.
wasn't a test, yeah.
That's what I meant, like as host, as like an actual stream, and not me just being on a friend's stream.
Yeah. Well, did you like it? Chat, did you like it?
People in the chat say they're liking it. I just got another viewer.
Damn. Well, they're in at a perfect time.
And let's
let's go to the main screen. Main screen turn on. What's that one from? It's you. How are you, gentlemen?
Oh.
All your bases belong to us.
Metal Gear Solid 2,
You're on your way
right?
to destruction. What you say? You have no chance to survive. Make your time. Ha ha ha.
How do I mute this? How do I mute this? How do I mute just one person on a microphone? The system is down. The system is down. Actually, wait, hold on. I want to test something real quick.
Okay.
Chat, can you hear this? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure so I can just have music playing at the start next time.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Bye.
How do you turn this shit off?